update me and put me into the presence of the information that you guys now have that you didn't have about 2 weeks ago. About 2 weeks ago. It's so crazy. You know what's I'm gonna tell you with this physical shit, man. You know what the craziest thing is? You know what the craziest thing is about this physical shit is the fact that the actual physical lovers, y'all have let the haters hijack your movement, man. You let the haters hijack your movement. And now you get clumped in with the haters. You might have an actual grievance. You might have an actual grievance, but nobody's going to take it seriously. Nobody's going to take it seriously. And you know the crazy part about that is that y'all let them because y'all felt like it would make y'all voice stronger. Like y'all didn't care who piggybacked on this whatever y'all want to call this, right? Y'all let any and everybody, I mean, people y'all know never even own PlayStations. People who swear by PC. People who swear by Nintendo. People who swear by Xbox. Y'all thought that allowing these folks to amplify your voice would really help out your plight. But it didn't. All it did was added noise. All it did was added noise. What's up, Black Frost? All it did was added noise. And then it started to look ridiculous. People are like, yeah, I'm not going to buy another single game from PlayStation. All right, well, okay. Like, that's surely gonna make them change their mind about what's going on here, buddy. I mean, you're gonna show, let me tell you, you're gonna show them, bro. You're gonna show them. You're gonna show them that they need to change course on this physical by not buying physical. Y'all are some fucking losers, dog. I'm gonna be real with you, dog. Y'all are some fucking losers, bro. I was sitting here while that's when I realized, I said, oh shit. This ain't the real people with the real problems. These are the hijackers. I'm like, yo, it's crazy because they fucked up your protest. They fucked up your protest, bro. They fucked up your protest. And conveniently, one thing I love about the internet that you'll never be able to get past is that the internet never fails to say some of the dumbest shit that I've ever heard in my life. And this is speaking of a PlayStation outage that I have no idea when it happened. I had no idea that it had ever taken place, which is why I was laughing my ass off, because here come the hijackers again. And they are liars. They are bold-faced, retarded ass liars, bro. So now here's the thing. I won't say that an outage did not happen at all to any degree at any point, bro. There is regional outages that happen. Well, it might not happen in the southern region, but it might be happening on the East Coast, Northeast Coast, whatever. It might be happening on the West Coast. It might be happening in the Midwest, whatever the case may be, right? So I won't say that nothing happened. But first of all, Steam goes down. Yep. Please lie to me. Lie to me right now and tell me that's not true. Lie to me right now and fucking tell me that's not true. I slapped the shit out of you, nigga. You lying. You fucking lying. But anyway, Nick, listen. Xbox goes down. Nintendo. Funny enough, I don't know if Nintendo has gone there. I can't even tell you. I don't really use the platform like that. I have no fucking clue. I have no goddamn clue of whether, and I don't think anybody even reports on it if it does happen, because I think people genuinely just don't give a fuck on Nintendo. And with Xbox, nobody really cares about fucking Xbox, so it's never really newsworthy. And then when it happens on Steam, they try to hide it. They try to hide it. They won't report on it. They won't say that it's happening. Which is wild as fuck. Now, here's the thing. I have no problem with you having grievances. But some of the grievances that I've seen, I can't wrap my head around it. Maybe y'all can help me. Maybe y'all can help me wrap my head around this shit. A person got on here and said, well, hold on. Let me not say here, because that would be implying that it happened on YouTube. No. A person on Twitter got on Twitter and said, hey, they said, hey, PlayStation is down and all of my games are locked. I can't play any of my digital games. And you know all of the reposters and shit like that. They all started reposting it, blah, blah, blah. Oh, you can't play your digital games. When the server's down and shit. That's a bold-faced lie. Now, hold on. There is partial truth to it. So hear me out. The partial truth is, if you're game sharing and you're not on your primary console, then said games will not work. They will fucking lock because you're not on the fucking primary console. Let me be very clear with you. And this person tried to make it a point to say, well, why can't the secondary PlayStation play it? Because it is one fucking game. One license for a game. The license is on a specific profile that you are not playing on. And you are getting mad because you can't share one fucking game that you bought, as if you're entitled to play it in multiple places. If it can be controlled with DRM, PlayStation is like, hey, listen, as long as your account is on this PlayStation and as long as whatever, we will let anybody on this PlayStation play the games that you have downloaded. Now, hold on. You might say to yourself, well, sick. Well, that's some bullshit. Why is it that they can't play the entire library that they purchased on somebody else's account if it can't verify the license? I said, well, show me this trick. I want you to take one physical disc and share it amongst two people. And I want you to play simultaneously. Now, see, that's a rational, level-headed thought, right? That's a rational, level-headed thought. And they don't have an answer for that. They don't have an answer for that. How is it possible that you complain, but then the thing that you're complaining about would not make it any better? Think about it. So then I thought to myself, it was as to an illusion. It was the silliest thing ever. By the way, let me explain something to you guys that you might not know, but I am gonna tell you anyway. If you have Steam, you don't even really have the ability to game share because it will not let multiple people play single games from your library. If you think I'm bullshitting, go try it. Go try it. Go try it. So if you have a PlayStation and you buy digital, you have the perk that if you have a second or maybe even a third or maybe even a fourth, fifth, sixth console, as long as your profile is on that console, a different profile can play the exact same game you're playing without you having to buy additional copies. However, you can't do that with Steam. But I keep hearing people say, this is crazy. La, 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 la. La, 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 la. And if you want to play your games in an offline state, you have to enable offline playing in Steam. By the way these people talk, you would think you could just do that without making any other configuration changes at all. It would just work. Again, I've been just sitting back. And honestly, to be really honest with you, I haven't really been on Twitter like that. I've literally just been like taking care of like some real life shit. Because I don't know, man. Like, I'm pretty sure I could have picked up my phone and still looked into it anyway. But I just dropped in every now and then, and it was just like, But the protest, man, I need you guys to protest better and harder. Come on, guys. You gotta do better, man. You gotta do, cause right now y'all are just like rabba 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 rabba. At first it was like rabba 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 rabba, and now it's like rabba 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 rabba. Now y'all got the keep hope alive rabble. Y'all have the keep hope alive rabble. And I'm just like, man, what the hell happened, man? I thought you guys were really going for the jugular on this one, man. I thought you guys were really gonna lean into this one, man. And you guys just, you're just falling by the wayside, man. I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed, man. But I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. At this point, you guys just look like crybaby, whiny ass weirdos. I'm not gonna lie. That's kind of how you, at first y'all looked like y'all were fighting for something, right? And then y'all let all of these people just hijack your protest, hijack your boycott, hijack whatever the fuck it is that y'all thought y'all were doing with these keyboards, right? Y'all have let these people just hijack and take over the entire thing and turn it into a complete shit show. It's so fucking wild that I saw people that were heavily on your side like, holy shit, this has gotten weird. Now, how the fuck can somebody who actually cares about physical games look at the people who should be on their side and say, wow, this is getting strange? This ain't, they just like, this shit is getting weird. And I'm like, aha. I'm like, well, I agree. Indubitably. Now, you know, I am a little confused, right? When are you, King Thrash, Porterwire, J-Dub, and the rest of you going to talk about digital ownership? Y'all talk about everything else but digital ownership. Newsflash, bud. We have been talking about that. Or, well, let me not speak for those other fellas that you're talking about. But I did say that we need to be having a real conversation about Sony's digital policy and them changing it. I'm sorry that you didn't hear that conversation. It's okay, Omar. It's okay, buddy. You might have not made it here at that particular time, but the thing is, I now just like making fun of the idiots. I'm not gonna lie to you. I get more enjoyment out of just laughing at the niggas that's been crying this entire time, buddy. Because they brought this upon themselves, man. Shout out to my man Anonymous Boss. He say sick. Sup sick in chat 100. That song was fire, brother. The haters are wasting time on the net. If it's someone who hates me or hate just to hate, really need to love life, but they hate themselves. I'm gonna tell you, this shit started to get weird, Anonymous Boss, when I saw the loudest complainers being PC guys who never really played on console anyway. Like, ask yourself this question. What is Moore's Law is dead? What is he fighting for? He was never like a console proponent. I mean, he always like, like exposed leaks and shit of like hardware and stuff like that. But I've always known of him being a PC player. Maybe somebody can correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't really watch him to that extent. But every time I've heard him talk about like PC and consoles, it's always been pro PC. It's always been pro PC. It's never been pro console. But all of a sudden, he's pro this thing for console that isn't even on PC. So he don't care about it for himself, but he care about it for others, which is completely fucking mind-blowing when he doesn't care about the platform itself to begin with. I don't know. Like I said, I'm not a huge watcher of Moore's Law is Dead. Maybe I'm completely wrong and maybe y'all can correct me, but I don't really understand his concern. Not just saying. I'm just saying. Let's see. Shout out to Mimnon6786. Appreciate the super chat, big dog. Thank you, Anonymous Boss, for the super chat. Appreciate you, brother. He says PlayStation stops making AAA first-party single-player games because it's more profitable to pursue live service. I don't understand. You just made a statement, but I don't know if you're asking if that's what they're doing or if that's what they did. I don't know if it's past tense, present, or future tense that this comment is coming in, and I really want to understand the point that you're trying to make. PlayStation stops making AAA first-party single-player games because it's more profitable to pursue live service. Okay. They never stopped making big AAA single player titles. Let's stop that right there. They never did. However, I do understand what you're saying, so I'm not gonna play or pretend to be completely oblivious to what you're putting out there. They did have this stint where they wanted to really jump on this live service chain, and the thing is, let me tell you, Memnon, if you don't understand why they did that, go look at the top pre-order games. And you're going to find a trend there. You're going to find a trend there. So, again, if you don't understand the logic between or the reasoning why they took that route, just look at the games that sell the best on their platform. It's a hard pill to swallow for some of y'all, but a lot of y'all like to keep Sony in this particular box, even though y'all prefer live service from other publishers and companies. Y'all expect Sony to just sit and do one thing and one thing only. And that one thing costs hundreds of millions of dollars for them to do. Y'all want them to be up on the latest technology. Y'all want them to have the best looking games. Y'all want them to have the least buggy games. And y'all also want them to only do those games. Y'all don't want them to do anything else. I mean, I can only give it to you how I see it, brother. And that is how I see it. And that's the reason why I don't really I think it's and hear me out. I really like the big AAA single player games, but I also like live service games. I think if they could have had a healthy dose of both, it would have been a great thing. The problem is every live service game that came out, y'all shitted on it before it ever released. Before y'all ever knew what it was, you shitted on it. You tried to box Sony into this box and you didn't get what you wanted. That's the direct they'll take instead of spending hundreds of millions on AAA games. And that has what to do with physical? That has what to do with physical, Memnon. Do you think them still producing physical games would somehow uh, tell them to continue making single player games? I'm at this. I'm not even sure I know the argument anymore. Pursuing the most profit. Yes, that's what businesses do. I think to a certain degree, y'all have forgot that Sony and PlayStation is running a business. I mean, I know it's not the ideal thing for consumers to worry about business. Business is all about how you can get what you want for as little as you want, but that's not how businesses survive. They don't survive on just getting by. You see them saying PlayStation servers shut down yesterday. I didn't even notice, and I was on all day. Anthony, I'm gonna tell you like this. I was on all day too because I've been trying to. And you know what? I'm gonna segue into this really quick, and I'm gonna jump off of it really quick. But I've been playing that that Marvel Maximum Collection or whatever it's called, and I'm gonna tell you right now. I hate Spider-Man, X-Men, the arcade, whatever the fuck they call it. That game, what up, Teasy? That game is a piece of fucking dog. Listen, man. There's other games on that collection that I still like to this day, especially like Maximum Carnage, right? But holy shit, that Spider-Man, X-Men, arcade something, dog, that is one of the most terrible fucking games I have ever seen in my life, bro. Dude, they made a game where Storm spends the entirety of her life under fucking water. Make that make sense. Make that make sense. Storm in her 2 levels on that game spends the entirety of that game underwater, swimming. Yo, that is the funniest shit ever, man. What is it called? It's called. Hold on, I'm gonna tell you what it's called. It's called Spider-Man. Oh, Spider-Man X-Men Arcade Revenge. That's what that shit is called. And it's on the Marvel Maximum Collection or whatever the fuck it's called. Um yeah. Yes, the Marvel Maximum Collection. It's crazy as shit, dude. I'm not going to lie to you. That game is like the bane of my existence. Not only that, this level with fucking Gambit is just ridiculous. It makes no fucking sense. I'm like, dude, they ran out of ideas and just has Gambit running away from a fucking spiked ball. And I just think that this is the stupidest fucking thing that you could ever did. I'm sorry. And then there's one fucking level where you're playing as Wolverine and Juggernaut, I believe it is. Is it Juggernaut? I think it's Juggernaut. Juggernaut is fucking chasing you, and you gotta drop these anvils on his fucking head. And if you don't drop the anvils on his head, by the time you get to the end of the map, you're gonna fucking die over and over and over. Yo, Anthony, dog, check this out, bro. That Silver Surfer game, that Silver Surfer is like a R-type reskin game, bro. That ain't no Silver Surfer game, bro. That is not a fucking Silver Surfer game. I don't give a fuck how they want to lie to you in regards to that. That is not a Silver Surfer game. That is one of those bullet hell shooters reskinned with Silver Surfer as the fucking plane, bro. I was just like, no fucking way, bro. I was... I started, and the thing is, luckily, I love those type of games, right? I love the R-type games. So I was just sitting there and I was like, but why did they do this like this? But whatever. I mean, it was just silly as fuck, bro. Nothing about that was Silver Surfer. I remember that. It's stupid as hell. Yo, it's stupid as hell, but I love those type of games, so it really wasn't that bad for me. It wasn't, I didn't dislike the game. I just disliked the idea that they called that a Silver Surfer game. That was not a Silver Surfer game. Yo, that was not a Silver Surfer game, man. Let me see if I can find a video of it for y'all so y'all can laugh at this shit too, because I'm honestly, it is the funniest shit ever. As soon as it started, I was like, ain't no way. Marvel Maximum Collection. Let's see, can I find it? Oh, yep, here it is. Here it is. Now tell me this is a Silver Surfer game, bro. Tell me this is a Silver Surfer game. Hold on, let me start this shit. Nah, this ain't even Contra. I'm telling you, this is like a R-type reskin, bro. That's exactly what this shit is, bro. Yo, I'm telling you, when I saw this, I was like, no fucking way, bro. I was like, no fucking way, bro. By the way, I think this is like almost the last level, actually. They're very close to the end here. I don't know why they played it in this order. Or no, maybe it just might be the way that I played it. I don't know. But yeah, I could not understand how they called this. I don't understand how they call this a Silver Surfer game, bro. If you don't understand that this is like every other NES spacecraft shoot 'em up game, bro, that's exactly what this is, bro. Because what the hell is this? And where are the enemies, bro? Where are the enemies in the Marvel universe, bro? Yeah, this is again. This is what the fuck I've been playing for the last, cause I got the platinum in my weed shop simulator. You know what I'm saying? I was up like 500,000 when I got the platinum, bro. But it was just like after a while, I was just over it, bro. I did everything that it was possible to do in that fucking game, and I was just, they would have let me kept going, but I just didn't want to run the weed shop anymore, man. You know what I mean? Just saying, man. But anyway, so yeah, man, back to y'all physical lovers, man. to the physical lovers out there, man. If y'all really truly wanted to save physical gaming, like truly wanted to save physical gaming, y'all would go wipe out the shelves. Y'all would go wipe out the shelves in those stores of all the physical games that PlayStation has to offer. That would have showed them y'all actually give a fuck about physical. They know that you don't care about physical, bruh. They already know this. How do they know this? Because they can see the numbers. People are like, oh, but Circana said that 72% of PlayStation sold were disc-based PlayStations. Yeah, because people wanted the option to play fucking Blu-rays, I guess. I don't know. Listen, I got several PlayStations with the disc drive, and I've never used them motherfuckers. I've never used them. Listen, my disc drives are in pristine condition right now. Like, it would probably read the shit out of a Blu-ray CD right now, or a Blu-ray disc right now. But I've never popped a Blu-ray disc in that motherfucker. I just don't care, bro. Like, listen, man, I would love to say that I care about physical media just as much as y'all do, but I clearly don't. I mean, it doesn't matter how much gaslighting y'all do, how much y'all be like, but ownership. You don't have ownership, buddy. You don't. The only thing you own is that disc. You don't own the data on that disc. You just own the disc. That's it. If you did own the data on that disc, if that disc somehow broke, they would issue you another disc because you purchased the data on the disc. You own the fucking disc. You are free to trade that disc, I guess, wherever you want to trade it. But hear me out. The reason why y'all not getting physical now is because y'all spent all y'all time not buying games or buying games secondhand where Sony couldn't account for the discs that you guys bought. And the simple fact of the matter is that y'all try to pretend like Sony don't know. They know how many discs that they're sending from store to store to store to store to store. And they're also seeing how many discs are being sold. So if I send, just giving you an example, I'm not saying that this is correct, but I just want to give you an idea. If I'm Sony and I send you 1,000 physical copies, and I see through your registry, because we have UPC codes and shit, I see that you sold maybe 200 discs, and all of a sudden your stores are no longer selling any more of those discs. That tells them something very fucking deep. That tells them something very fucking deep. That means that y'all, there are some people who did go out and buy physicals. They bought it brand new, right? And then the rest of the people, what they did is decided, hey, when those people return those games, because games take maybe a week to beat, maybe. I mean, if it's one of those games that have a whole bunch of padded shit for you to do, sometimes it could take a little bit longer. But usually people can beat games. In some games, shit, you could beat it in a day or two. Right? So you beat the game in a day or two, take that bitch back to GameStop. GameStop give you, I don't know, let's just say $30 for that $70 game. Then GameStop puts that game back on their shelves, and then GameStop has their employees push the used game to the new customer. Y'all don't see where the problem comes in? Y'all don't see where the problem lies there? I mean, no, this is specifically for the physical people, not the digital people, because y'all are already aware of this. But I don't know why y'all believe Sony can run on IOUs or some shit. Y'all think that y'all should be able to determine the amount of money that Sony makes from their product. That's the shit that boggles my fucking mind with y'all. Like, y'all, there's no way that y'all people are running your own businesses. It doesn't make any logical sense. Listen, I keep telling y'all, I am a consumer. Nothing more, nothing less. Sony does not owe me anything. They don't owe me cheap games. They don't owe me. I mean, you know, they do with like discounts and shit like that, right? The shit that they run through the store or whatever. But they don't owe me cheap games, brand new physical. They don't owe me that. No company owes you that. Y'all don't ask that of any company except for Sony. Y'all want Sony to be the fucking thrift store of gamers, nigga. Like I don't understand it at all. I can't wrap my head around it. I can't fathom it. I can't agree with it. And I mean, you know, shout out to Blankia. Says playing Black Ops 1 and love the nostalgia. 100 digital. Hey, shout out to all the digital folks out there, man. Because it's a lot. It's a lot, man. It's a lot of digital people out there, bro. But I saw some interesting statistics, right? I saw some interesting statistics because one of the arguments that people started making is, well, physical media still exists everywhere else. It exists with movies. It exists with CDs. It exists with records. Why are you guys saying that Sony shouldn't? I'm like, hold on, wait. Shout out to Viper Reeves Corner. He says, go to Game Pass for the thrift game. Big facts. But yeah, I heard that one too, Corey. Sony is faking the numbers. Like, what? Oh, man. Oh, man. Hold on. Okay. So let me give y'all some interesting statistics here that I thought were super fucking interesting. Digital media completely dominates the home entertainment market, accounting for over 98% of total consumer spending, while physical media has shrunk to a niche market of less than 2%. According to the annual data from the Digital Entertainment Group. Total U.S. home entertainment spending reached $62.2 billion, with digital options capturing roughly $61.3 billion, compared to just $870 million spent on physical discs. You can't make this shit up. You can't make that shit up. The stark contrast in how consumers spend their money on movies is highlighted by the detailed market share. Subscription streaming. Yep, you guys did it. You guys did it. Netflix and chill. Hulu, you said. Subscription streaming accounted for 92.4%. That's 57.5 billion. This includes platforms like Netflix, Disney Plus, and Prime Video. Digital purchases. So, digital purchases. Buying digital copies of films on services like Apple TV or Amazon accounted for 4.1%. Digital rentals, which I never understood this, and I can't lie, I did it myself a couple of times on YouTube. I'll run by like a fucking movie I haven't seen in years, and they be like, yo, come watch this shit for like $6. And I'm like, damn right, nigga. About to come watch that shit for $6, nigga. Let's go. So that accounts for 2.1%. 2.1%. So between digital purchases and digital rentals, 6.2%. Physical media. However, this is total sales, total combined sales of DVDs, Blu-rays, and Ultra 4K discs. 1.4%. $870 million. What what do y'all really make of this? Hold on. I'm gonna give you another one. What do y'all make of this? Because apparently Sony doesn't know what the fuck is going on in the industry where they could see the facts because they're part owner of the Blu-ray technology. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. So, digital music heavily dominates the music industry, capturing roughly 80% of global revenue, while physical music sales account for around 15 to 20% of the market. However, physical music has experienced a notable resurgence fueled by vinyl collectors and superfans purchasing tangible goods. Now, what that means is those are the people who, instead of buying CDs, they buy merch and they're given the CDs. Just in case y'all wanted to know how that works out. According to the data from the International Federation of Phonographic Industry, IFPI, and the Recording Industry Association of America, which is the RIAA, you know, the people that certify whether you went gold or platinum or something like that. The breakdown shows a stark contrast in revenue, but unique growth patterns for both formats. Global record music revenues reached an all-time high of $31.7 billion. Digital music, meaning streaming and downloads, generates over $22.8 billion. Streaming alone accounts for $22 billion. Wow. 69.6% of the entire industry, while permanent digital downloads continue to drop, falling to around 800 million. So what does that mean? That means that these folks do not give a fuck about even downloading shit anymore. Streaming has taken over for music and for fucking movies. Physical music, vinyls, and CDs generates 5.3 billion globally, driven by a 13.7% jump in vinyl sales and a modest 3.7% recovery in CDs. Physical sales grew by 8% overall. So, once again, looking across the music industry, looking across the movie industry, nobody prefers physical. So why do you think that that would be different when it comes to gaming? Now, and keep this in mind. Keep this in mind. Making games have exceeded the cost of making movies. Making games have exceeded the cost of making movies. They also have a higher value proposition. But you can't see that higher value proposition if people are turning your $300 million investment into one-time purchases. One-time purchases and then reselling secondhand over and over and over again. The secondhand industry, I believe, is a $7.2 billion market. That's $7.2 billion annually. And I'm sure that's either going up or maybe even falling, depending on how the year turns. But if I'm an investor, if I'm a shareholder, if I'm the CEO of a company, and I'm looking at somebody that's able to generate that much money off the back of reselling my work, I would be absolutely fucking livid. I would be absolutely fucking livid. I saw one of the dumbest things that I could ever see, and I promise you, I'm not lying to you when I saw this shit. I saw somebody complaining that people who work in brick and mortar and sell games secondhand are in fear of losing their jobs if Sony does this. Let me ask you a question. Why would Sony give a fuck? No. Really think about this. What's up, Nico? What's up, El Matador? Really think about this before you answer this question. Even if you only answer it in your mind. Why would Sony give a fuck about people losing their jobs where their job is to make sure that they have a lower bottom line? What's up, uncompetitive? So, I'm sure they would. Yeah, I seen that one too, Corey. It's funny that you say that, but I've seen them say that Sony is greedy, and I said, dude, how old are you? Because there's no way that you think a company is fucking greedy, dude. Businesses are in the business of making money, bro. Like, that's why you get in business. You don't get in business to fucking break even, bro. That's why I laugh every time I hear people say consumer friendly, bro. Like, what are y'all what are you even talking about? What the fuck are you talking about, consumer friendly? Every company, any company in life that has tried to be consumer friendly, as you say, have damn near gone extinct. Because your relationship to this company is not for them to be friendly to you, but them to provide a product. And if you decide to buy said product, you buy said product. They are not your friends, though. I don't know why people keep pretending like this is the case. and I'm considered a shield when I say this, but I'm telling you the truth. These companies are not your friend. I don't look at Sony and say, hey, Sony's my friend. As Corey say, I'm running a charity. No, listen. I look at it from this perspective. Sony may have a product. If I look at that product and say, I like that product, then I'll go buy that product. I don't need Sony to convince me that they're my friends for me to buy a product. Are you fucking crazy? I am a gamer, bro. I don't want to fucking socialize with you. What are we talking about? That's why I can never understand why they always look to these executives like Phil Spencer as if he's some fucking deity or something like that, bro. I ain't got that relationship with Sony, bro. I don't know how to tell you. I don't know how to tell you this, but I only want them to provide a good product. If they can't provide a good product, nigga, then I won't buy. Like, I don't. This, I just don't. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. So when you say to me that a company is greedy, I can't really understand that statement, because what do you think the company is there for? You think they're there to not make money? You I don't. Y'all got to explain to me what y'all think. Y'all got to explain to me what y'all think Sony should do. I mean, in this instance, y'all understand what the problem is. I know y'all do, because y'all not stupid, folks. You're not stupid. I mean, you might be selfish, sure, but you're not stupid. Y'all want Sony to look at these people making money off of their backs, not returning that money. That money is not returning to PlayStation. It's just a loss. It's just lost sales at that point. That's all it is. It's lost sales at that point. You might not look at it that way because you're saying it's consumer choice. Yes, it's also business choice as well. It's also business choice as well. Just because you as a consumer, you feel like you should have every choice in the world, you absolutely 100% do. That's why nobody has told you to buy PlayStation. If you feel like PlayStation is this super bad company that is doing all of this greedy, selfish shit that you just don't agree with, then go to one of these other companies. There's other companies out there. You got Steam, you got Microsoft, you got Nintendo. I mean, you got the Ouya. You got that other thing that just came out where it's like a Kinect and you're fucking playing, I don't know, games with your fucking body and shit. You have all of these options. I don't know why y'all are so hell bent on Sony. If y'all feel like Sony is this bad guy and none of these other companies are, have you noticed that none of these other companies has said a fucking word? Listen, Sony decided to fall on this sword. They decided to fall on this sword for whatever reason. But they did. I can guarantee you, and I don't have any proof of this, but I can guarantee you they're not doing this alone. This decision wasn't made alone. This decision was discussed between all of the major publishers. It was discussed between all of the platform holders. It was discussed among all of the different entities that are within the business, right? This shit was discussed across the board. They discussed this all across the board. And I think that's where the real worry is, right? I think the real worry for these characters is that they feel like if Sony does this, then that's going to pave the way for everybody else to do this. Everybody else was going to do this anyway. Everybody else was going to do this anyway. I believe I said this at one point in time. I said that Nintendo would be the last company standing with these physical discs. And even then, they don't have physical discs. They have the cartridges. And even with the cartridges, they're already looking at ways so that they don't have to spend massive amounts of fucking money. So they're already giving you game key cards. So they are already one step closer to this exact same thing. The digital world is coming. Whether you like it or not, it's the natural evolution and it's the natural progression. Listen, back in 2013, I would have told you absolutely not. And that's because the main format that people were buying were physical discs because digital just wasn't that big. When Microsoft decided that they wanted to do something very similar to this shit back in the days, everybody was against it because most people were not digital. We were just coming off of the PS3 and the Xbox 360. And even then, I got a whole bunch of PS3 games that's digital. I mean, I might not have them no more, but I mean, I haven't gone back to check either. You know what I mean? I'm just going to say it like, I'm just going to say it, bro. I haven't booted up the PS3 to even figure it out, dog. And even if I could, I probably wouldn't because the fuck, bro. Come on, dog. I got way too many games as is. Yeah, pretty much. Nintendo used the 8-track of gaming. Maybe. But that's the reason why I laugh, because everybody believes that time just stands still. As soon as it came out that Sony was stopping production on game discs in 2028, might I add, hasn't even happened yet. This shit has not even happened yet. They still got 1.5 years of collecting discs if you want to, right? Up into 2028. I think Sony did the most transparent thing that they could have ever done. They gave you 2 years to figure out what you wanted to do as a customer. They gave you 2 years to say, you know what? I'm done with PlayStation, I'm going to Xbox. Or I'm done with PlayStation, I'm going to Nintendo. Or I'm done with PlayStation, I'm going to Steam. Or I'm done with, PlayStation, I'm going to whatever the fuck that device is where you play it with your hands. Whatever that is. Or I'm done with PlayStation, I'm going to mobile. Right? They gave you nearly 2 years to figure out how you wanted to move. How the fuck are y'all mad at PlayStation for telling you ahead of time what they were planning to do in 2028? This is why I say I don't really understand you niggas, bro. We don't live on the same planet. We don't live on the same planet. We can't. We can't. They're telling you that they are done with physical production and niggas start showing them shelves full of PS4 games. No, I am not playing. They are showing you shelves full of PS3 and PS4 games. They are not even current PlayStation customers, bro. The vast majority of the games hey, that's a fact. That is a fact. That is a stone cold fact. Oh man. Nah. I think the way Sony did it was the best way to do it. I think it was the only way to do it. It would have been more of a headache had they just done a rug pull when the PS6 comes out. It just wouldn't have made any sense. It wouldn't have made any sense. Let me tell you all the different things that are in play right now, which is why this is not which is why this isn't working. Which is why this is something that's just feels crazy. The biggest thing is that there's hackers that got these keys from the PlayStation, so they are trying to move away from that. If you don't believe, they are preparing for them motherfuckers. They are preparing for them motherfuckers, and I think the hackers. Not the hackers like the people who DDoS the PlayStation Network and shit like that. No. I'm talking about the hackers that create emulation and shit like that. Those are the people that they are fighting against. I think it's a culmination of things though. I don't think it's just one thing. I think it's a culmination of things that is happening that's causing them to move in this direction and for them to have a platform that's more controllable from their end. And they can't do that with these physical discs. And they know that. They absolutely 100% know that. And that's why they're moving to a platform that they can control more. It's like these dudes just heard their wives will no longer be given head. Big facts. Big facts. They have like 6 emulators being developed now and hackers stealing game licenses. Yep. I mean, it's not helping their cause. It's not helping their cause at all. So, in order to combat PlayStation stopping physical production, we're going to we're going to jailbreak your PlayStation so people can steal your games. We're going to create emulators so people can steal your games. We are going to work hard so that we can steal your games. And then they're confused and asking like, well, why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? Come on, bud. Come on, PlayStation. I thought you were my friend. No. They are losing massive amounts of fucking money because you niggas want to steal. It is what it is. That's why I don't feel sorry for you. The guy from GameSpot advocating to steal from Sony because they're moving on from physical games. Laugh out loud. So stealing is now ownership. Yeah, I guess. Well, now let's look at the other side of the spectrum, right? So the other side of this is that PlayStation did not do a great job of communicating how they are going to incentivize the customer for being digital, right? They didn't speak of any digital policies or anything like that, any digital policy changes. And let's be clear, one of the main policies that PlayStation has that's absolutely fucking retarded is that refund policy, bro. How is it that you decide that if I download the game, which you also have a feature to automatically download the game to my PlayStation, if I download the game, then all of a sudden I can't get a refund? That doesn't give anybody any confidence in buying digital from you, right? Like, they need to revamp, or they should have already done this already. They should have revamped and rehauled their entire digital policy. I still think that they should have game gifting, which maybe that will come now that they're, switching over to these digital key codes and stuff like that. But there's a lot of things that Sony can change about their infrastructure that will have made this landing a lot softer than what the fuck it was. I think it was just bad communication, man. And again, like I said, while I can see the positives, I can also see the negatives, right? I'm already digital, so nothing changes for me, bro. Like, my catalog of games is gonna still be there. I'm gonna always be able to fucking play them. And it's just like, I just don't know what to tell you. I think they understand that they were gonna get shit from this decision. They gave dudes time to get their anger out. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, psychologically, this would be the only thing they could do. Now, what PlayStation is gonna have to do, though, is they are gonna have to fight against those folks with the emulators and the piracy and shit. So they're gonna have to put their foot in the asses of those dudes. They're gonna have to get on some Nintendo level shit with they fucking lawyers to get these niggas the fuck out of here. And I mean, even then, the fact that they think, now this is where it gets funny, right? The fact that they think they're gonna be able to get the PlayStation to fucking run on a PC when most PCs can't even fucking run PlayStation games is absolutely hilarious. It is absolutely fucking hilarious. I mean, I can't even begin to tell you how stupid of a task this is going to be, because there's fucking reasons why the PlayStation 5 is designed the way the fuck it is, right? You're not going to be able to, on a PC, emulate what's going on with the hardware inside of the PlayStation. They would have a better chance of simply jailbreaking the PlayStation 5 than getting PlayStation 5 games to run on the fucking PC. But I digress, man. Keep at it, baby. Keep at it, baby. Keep hope alive. Them niggas gonna do it until they get tired. This entire fake outrage has exposed the frauds. They ain't about anything. They not, man. The thing is, most of us kind of figured that was the case anyway. Most of us figured that was the case anyway. Because again, I promise you, and I'm not lying about this, a lot of the people who hijacked this whole protest, boycott, whatever the fuck you want to call this shit, they're not even gamers. I'm not even lying to you. These are people who have never commented on any gaming thing at any point. Everybody just saw it trending and decided that they would hop in, bro. What's up, Phil Bosch? And decided that they would hop in, bro. Nobody. I was like, yo, what the fuck? I was like, what the fuck? It didn't make a lot. Nah, Jemiah's not here. It just didn't make a lot of sense to me, man. It didn't make it. Y'all got to check out the profiles of some of these people who have hijacked this fucking topic, bro. It is wild. It is absolutely wild. Yeah, most of them don't even play video games. Most of them don't even play video games. I was just like, man, this has got to be the greatest thing I've ever seen in my life, honestly. Let's see. Holy shit. Oh, Lawfay. Tokon looks crispy. Combos are nasty. It's a must. Oh, listen, Silverwolf. Dude, I already know that game was going to be absolutely fucking amazing, man. Like, the amount that PlayStation has put into fucking, making sure that they did betas and shit, making sure that people gave feedback, because at the end of I think I was in the second beta. I think I was in the second closed beta, and they gave me a survey at the end of the beta, and I think the only thing I don't like about it is the auto combo shit. Like, that's just one of the that's one of the only things I don't really fucking like about it. But I hate that shit in like Street Fighter 2. And I hate like that bullshit that's in Tekken. Like I mean, I get it though. They want to make it as accessible to people as possible, and most people don't know how to fucking play fighting games and do those combos, so they don't want them to feel left out and shit like that. But honestly, I kind of hate that shit. I kind of hate that shit. I'm not really. I don't know, man. I don't know. Let's see.
Bro, you on that multiplayer? How is it, Trey? Bro, fuck you mean? How is this in there? Trey, bro, you on that multiplayer that multiplayer bullshit. This is Halo. More people playing this shit on PS5. How's that not an L to you? That's an L. A big fat L. It's Halo. This ain't no third-party game. I mean,
yes, it is. It is a third party game. That's exactly what the fuck Halo is.
Listen, Trey, bro, fuck you mean? How is this in there? Trey, bro, you on that multiplayer bullshit. This is Halo. More people playing this shit on PS5. How's that not an L to you? That's an L. A big fat L. It's Halo. This ain't no third-party game.
Nah, I ain't getting Halo, man. I tried Halo again with the Master Chief Collection, and I just wasn't enthused, man. I wasn't enthused, man. I might catch it on a sale at a later time or something like that. Maybe if I get bored, I'll play it again. But I have no plans to buy it though. God of War Lawfay drops February. Is that 16th? Huh. February 16th. 2027. God damn, now they mad about fucking God of War Lawfay coming out around Fable? I mean, I thought Fable was this big must-have game. I don't understand why they mad. Whatever. I don't see how they did Fable dirty. I really don't see how they did Fable dirty. Are y'all saying that Fable is such a bad fucking game? Are y'all saying that Fable is such a bad fucking game that it can't stand up against a brand new game in a well-known sequel, I guess? I don't understand it. I mean, I thought that the boycotters was gonna boycott Lawfay, bro. I thought nobody wanted to play as a female God of War. I don't know what to tell y'all. But that's the thing. God of War Lawfay, I don't really think is a nuke. I mean, it is a sequel to, I guess God of War Ragnarok, or maybe a prequel. I guess you would call it a prequel, right? Because it came before Ragnarok. It came before 2018, actually. If you look at it, if you look at the timeline, it looks like it's before 2018. Finished, or actually running simultaneously. Asha leaving Microsoft in 2027. No, she's not. No, she's not, man. I don't understand it. Are they, what's up, Joe? What is good, Jose? How you doing, my boy? Oh, you in Spain? Hey, man, come on, man. Man's out there in fucking Europe. All right, I see you, man. Corey says it's the next main line. Oh, so wait, so it's not a sequel? Huh. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, so if that's okay, so if it's not a sequel, then you can consider it to be a new game, right? Because it doesn't have Kratos. So it's a lot of niggas out here that make me wonder, right? And listen, no shade to people who might like the same sex. That's not what I'm doing here. But I'm just saying, it's a lot of straight niggas that like looking at niggas in games. I'm just saying, bro. They like looking at buff niggas. I don't know what to call it, my dog. I just don't know what to call it, my G. Listen, it's some wild times that we in, man. You got to prove that you manly by playing. And don't get me wrong, I like Kratos for what Kratos is, right? But I'm just saying, Kratos doesn't have to be everything dealing with God of War. They should be able to make spin-offs. They should be able to make sequels. They should be able to make other things that might not include that might not include Kratos, man. Yeah. Miles Morales, let me tell you, Miles Morales was light years ahead of fucking Peter. If you played that game, like the way they advanced his skills and the way they were able to do something different because it wasn't what people were expecting from a Spider-Man, that was great. But Peter's game is also, and that's funny that I say it, pause, but Peter's game was also great for what it was. Like, Lofty about to sell crazy. I'm pretty sure it is. I'm pre-ordering as soon as that shit go up, I'm pre-ordering. I pre-ordered GTA, nigga. Fuck y'all niggas. I don't give a fuck about y'all physical battle, nigga. I'm digital, been all digital, staying all digital B. Don't get me wrong, man. Fight for your whatever you want to call your rights. Fight for them. You do that. But yeah. Listen, man. It's a day one cop for me. Let's see.
We're going to see a lot of games that, I mean, I mentioned God of War Lofty. I wouldn't be surprised if that gets announced for February or March pretty soon. What's going to happen is that February and March will be super crowded. We're going to see a lot of games that, I mean, I mentioned God of War Lofty. I wouldn't be surprised if that gets announced for February or March pretty soon. What's going to happen is that February...
Oh, that's crazy. Wait, is Chris Judge gonna be in Lawfare? If Chris Judge is gonna be in Lawfare, then Kratos is bound to make an appearance. Kratos is bound to make an appearance in Lawfare. I don't know if he is. I'm just looking at a picture. Y'all can't see this picture, but I'm looking at a picture of him standing with Corey Barlog. I don't know who that other lady is. I think she's the lady from Santa Monica. I forgot what her name is. Yes, he is in Lawfare. If he's in Lawfare, bro, that's because Kratos is in Lawfare. And niggas is like, well, how are you going to have a God of War game without Kratos? Don't worry, you will be able to see your husband, man. You'll be able to see your guy. You'll be able to look at his muscles and his beard. You'll be able to see this, man. Promise you, bro. Not gonna lie, some of you whole bunch of niggas be y'all be low key down low as a motherfucker. Boy, that's crazy work. Oh, wait, hold on. Somebody told me that there was another Wolverine trailer that I missed. And hold on, let me see if I can find it. Let's see. Insomniac.
I've lived long enough.
Yeah, man, I've been mad fucking busy, dog. I'm not gonna even lie. That's why I haven't really been around a lot. I've been mad busy with like fucking work and shit and like real life shit. So I have not had a time to really be a part of whatever this gaming community is. So I haven't even really looked at a lot of what's been going on.
It all started to blur together. Every fight. Every death.
Oh, I like how they did that. Yo, whoever did the editing in this goddamn track. Yo, do y'all think we're gonna be able to play as Sabretooth? I'm just curious if anybody's thinking about it. I'm thinking that Sabretooth is gonna probably be a playable character, man. I don't know if it's true, but Buddy been showing up a lot.
I've lived long enough. It's all started to blur together. Every fight. Every death. Trying to hold on. I can feel it slipping away.
I wouldn't imagine you would be able to play as Jean. This isn't an X-Men game. This is a Wolverine game. Is he even part of the X-Men in this game though? I don't know. But I don't this isn't an X-Men game, so I wouldn't have thought that we would be able to, but Sabretooth, I think that listen, he does look like Paul Phoenix Jenner. Oh man. Weapon X. Yes. Woo. Yo, whoever did this editing, oh my god, them niggas was cooking, bro. Are y'all seeing these transitions? Like, this is fucking crazy as shit. This picture says 1,000 things to me, dog. Like, so this is gonna be the plot, huh? So somebody getting their feelings hurt in this pillow talking like Jean Grey from the X-Men. Let's go. Oh man, he looks so happy in this picture, bro, and he's fucking miserable in this game, dog. The nigga, if you think about it, when we first saw him, he was in the fucking bar drinking himself to fucking death like he usually does. And then as you start to see him just kind of going through getting his ass whooping ass, now you see that he drops a picture which is now on fire with him and who I'm going to assume is Jean Grey. So this is going to be the plot of the story, huh? So we got to figure out what happened here. Do y'all think she talking to Cyclops in this in this game? Y'all think she having a what they call that shit? She's having a not an affair. What did Jada Pinkett and that what was that shit called with Jada Pinkett and August Alsina? What did they say with Jada Pinkett and August Alsina? They said they was having a entanglement. There we go. You think she's smiling in this nigga face, but really, you know, she's still fucking Cyclops on the side? Or I mean, was it Cyclops or was it Gambit? Why am I thinking Cyclops? I don't think it was Cyclops. I think it was Gambit. Wasn't it Gambit? I don't know. One of y'all comic heads will tell me.
That's gone. There won't be anything left except rage.
Fucking beautiful, man. Fucking beautiful. September 15th. Let's go. Do y'all realize this comes out in less than 2 months? Less than 2 months. Less than 2 months. I think this is the story trailer. Oh, wait, hold on. No, it isn't. Oh, this is another one. Okay. Boy, the things that they can do in a minute and 49 seconds.
Wait.
Nah, something was controlling him. Something was controlling him. Was that like... I don't want to say some Sentinel shit. No, hold on. Let's back up.
Logan, it's me. Wait.
Logan, it's me. Wait. Excellent. I haven't seen this one either. He was able to control himself just enough so that he didn't put his fucking blades right through her fucking face. And then she would have fucked around and turned into what, who she is, like the Phoenix. She would have fucked that. Ain't she supposed to have like a gray streak in her fucking head? I don't see that gray streak. She's supposed to have a gray streak in her fucking head. Oh, am I thinking about Rogue? Wait, Rogue is the Phoenix? Okay.
You came back. I'll see you, please.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Wait, y'all sure Jean Grey never had... Y'all sure Jean Grey never had the gray hair? Alright.
Before.
Humans and mutants can't survive together.
I've tried to keep them safe for so long.
Fucking brats.
Inside, now!
I thought you were back. We were back. We're gonna build a future for mutants. That is why you belong here.
Yo, this looks amazing.
The hunt is ready.
Most people I see clearly. But you.
Just give in!
Remember who you are.
My God. What is happening to Wolverine, bro?
Can you?
What's happening to my guy, man? Let's see. Deep cuts. Oh, I done fucking went down a rabbit hole.
Logan, it's me. Wait.
Oh, whoa, wait, I'm not gonna watch this. This is the, I didn't even fucking read it, but that's the panel at Comic-Con. Wait, so what video are y'all talking about then? Oh, wait, hold on, here we go. Okay, so I watched all of them except for the panel at Comic-Con. Behind the Claws, that was 10 months ago. Marvel's Wings, okay. Let me skim through this, see what they talking about.
Strength. We wanted to make sure that Logan's character and personality came through in every action the player could take. Another really important element is his lost memories. And so you'll be peeling back layers of his past, but it's not an origin story. It's an all-new adventure that takes you all over the globe and is set in Earth 1048, which is the same universe as the Marvel Spider.
Okay.
Came through in every action the player could take. Another really important element is his lost memories. And so you'll be peeling back layers of his past, but it's not an origin story. It's an all-new adventure that takes you all over the globe and is set in Earth 1048, which is the same universe as the Marvel Spider-Man games.
Yeah.
Huh. It is set in the same Earth, same universe as the Spider-Man games. You don't say that, god damn it. You don't say that for no reason. You don't say that for no reason. They're telling us that it's in the Spider-Man universe. I'm assuming because we are going to run into that Spider-Man. I think we're going to run into that Spider-Man. I think we're going to run into Spider-Man and Miles Morales, potentially. Yep, John Coon. That's exactly what I took from it. Yep, Venom, Carnage, and Kraven. They didn't say that for no reason. They brought that up, and I'm sure they didn't want to do spoilers. I'm sure the thing is, I don't think they're all gonna show up, or maybe they will all show up, but in a limited fashion. Maybe they might have something that points to what's going on when Peter and Miles was pretty much fighting Kraven and shit. So who knows? Who knows? But that's interesting. I'm not gonna watch this whole thing here. I'm gonna watch it on my own time. But that's interesting though. That is very interesting. That is very, very interesting. God damn. That Luffy gameplay got like 8.8 million views in a month. That is ridiculous. That is ridiculous. All right, let's see. Yo, this nigga is such a fucking fraud, bro. This MBG dude is just such a fucking fraud. He was just saying, a couple of days or a couple of weeks ago to boycott Sony, and he's not gonna buy any more games from PlayStation and yada yada yada. And now he's quoting what Cory Barlog said at SDCC. Yo, this nigga is such a fucking fraud, bro.
About Wolverine, I'm done. I don't give a shit about GTA. I don't give a shit about Wolverine. I'm done. I don't give a shit about GTA. I don't give a shit about Wolverine. I'm done.
Nah, Payo, he's, man. Listen, man. These guys, boy. It's the wildest shit ever, man. What the hell? Redfall got the worst Xbox tax in history. Boy, if you don't shut the fuck up. Shut your stupid ass. Man, why do these people pretend like others don't have eyes? That's exactly what it is, Russell. All for hate clickbaits. Yep. Yo, my man James be on a roll, bro. Sheesh. Boy, it's a wrap for Xbox, dog. They might as well wrap this shit up, boy. And I ain't even being facetious when I'm saying that. It's time to wrap it up, bro. You got a whole bunch of people that went out and bought the Xbox before the price hike, which, you know what? I still don't. I mean, it still wasn't nothing, but I guess it was better than they've done in the previous months. I don't know. I guess it worked out for them. They might as well go ahead and wrap it up, man. Team X, the first, last, and only line of defense for mutants, according to our leader Nathaniel Essex. Prequel to the game. Imagine believing Helix was gonna save Xbox console hardware just from... Yo, this I couldn't understand either. But I'm not surprised because they said this a long time ago. They said that the backwards compatible feature was gonna come to PCs, which when they said that, I said, wait, but you're trying to sell a console. How are you gonna sell a console when your console for people who have PCs is just not gonna be adequate? But then again, people did go out and buy that little Steam box. They bought that little Steam box for over $1,000, but complained about a $700 PlayStation. And you know what the what that Steam machine didn't come with? It didn't come with a fucking disk drive. It didn't come with a fucking disk drive. And it didn't come with a controller either. Controller sold separately. Disk drive. not sold separately. No disk drive. Oh man, facts, Don John. Facts, fucking facts. How can someone disagree with Xbox's business shambles right now? Folks have made a big deal of this, but Microsoft's approach here is actually salient. Reality is, by the time a game like Fallout 5 is ready, there may not even be the Xbox hardware ecosystem to launch into. And I think they're cognizant of not promising what cannot be delivered. Xbox recently tried to explain which games will be exclusive moving forward. Hey, man. Hey, listen. I'm not. What the fuck? Hey, listen, man. I'm not mad at them trying something different, bro. I mean, I know everybody gonna give them shit for it or whatever. I say go with exclusives. Go with exclusives and let those exclusives fail, bro. I'm just. Oh, it didn't come with a stand either. That's facts, Corey. That is facts. Oh shit. Xbox almost made it to 200K in the month of June. They almost made it to 200K. All right. I see you, player. I see you, player. Player from the Himalayas. But you know what, though? The sad part about this is PlayStation and Nintendo outsold Xbox the entirety of Xbox in Europe only. Not even talking about the rest of the fucking territories, but in Europe only. I mean, I don't know how many of each. I don't know how many it is for either of those. I mean, it doesn't really matter because at the end of the day, everybody buys digital, so it doesn't really matter anyway. NVIDIA Rubin will soak up NAND supply like a sponge absorbs water, says one analyst, thanks to AI servers' new ways of using SSDs. Woo! Shit! Boy, it sucks to suck, man. I ain't gonna even lie to y'all, boy. God damn, it's looking bad out here in these streets. Of all the platforms, Xbox is the only one to have just grown year on year, but there's a big catch. To the same period last year, although they may sound grand, it's not hard to improve Xbox's performance, especially. God damn it. More than double. Blah, blah, blah. Although that may sound grand, it's not hard to improve Xbox performance, especially coming off a May where sell the lowest ever record recorded for a May month. Well, they sold 1,000 last year and 1,860 this year. Whoop-de-doo. God damn, some of y'all really hate fucking Xbox guts, man. I see that. Hold on, give me a second. I'll be right back. Yep. That is true. Xbox CEOs did all this on purpose. New servers and everything. You know what's crazy too? Black Ops is getting treated better on PlayStation than Xbox. I mean, Xbox is a fucking, I don't know, man. We'll see. We'll see what the next 12 months does for Xbox. I think it's a fucking dead brand at this point. I think what Seamus Blackley said is absolutely true, and they are looking for a way to sunset this product. And I think bringing the backwards compatibility to PC helps them to sunset it, because the next device that they have is essentially going to be a PC. Shoot, Gears is going to be the nail in the coffin. I mean, hey, let's see what happens, man. Let's see if they buy it. I think he could be stupid enough to let us rage bait and troll him into leaving PlayStation. Oh, he should. Get the fuck out. I'll be focused on building world-class tools, services, and experiences for developers and players across the Xbox ecosystem. Grateful for the opportunity and excited to get to work. Oh, this is the guy that left. Oh, shit. Oh, man. Wow. Bro is trying to do damage control. Jared's LinkedIn lists him as VP of Engineering at Xbox, but I understand he was a VP Engineering, not the VP of Xbox Engineering. Oh my God, get the fuck up out of here. Dog, is he serious right now? Yo, this cannot be real, bro. What? Yo, hold on, dog. I know y'all seeing this shit, bro. This nigga Tom Warren is tripping, bro. What? What? Dog, hold on, bro. He say, okay, Jared's LinkedIn lists him as VP of Engineering at Xbox, but I understand he was a VP Engineering, not the VP of Xbox. Bro, get the fuck out of here, dog. His title is very clear right here. VP of Engineering at Xbox, nigga. What the fuck? Do you think because it says it has a comma here? Why do you think Xbox is here under the same fucking thing from May 2026 to July 2026? Bro, what the fuck is wrong with this dude, bro? Yo. Hey, bro, this shit is crazy. Yo, again. Okay, now hold on. I know y'all probably at least believe this shit at some point now, dog. Y'all still don't believe that the fucking timeline flipped and that we are in some fucking weird ass dimension or some weird ass fucking universe, bro. We are not where we were fucking 15 years ago, bro. I'm sorry, dog. I'm sorry. This shit is crazy. This is crazy as fuck. I've never seen this before, bro. It literally says VP of Engineering, Xbox. So what the fuck was he the VP of Engineering of, if not Xbox? Oh shit, dog. Yo, God, please put me back on the right timeline. This one ain't right. This one ain't right at all. Hey, hold on. Let's flip this conversation real quick, right? I know y'all gonna be like, both of them are terrible, but listen, you're right. Okay, I get it. But when did, and I need y'all to hear me, when did Little Caesars become better than Papa John's, bruh? Nah, dog. I'm gonna tell you right now, Little Caesars is dumping on Papa John's, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you, dog. I know this for a fact because we had Papa John's like last Friday, and then we had Little Caesars today. And I'm telling you, without a shadow of a doubt, without a shadow of a fucking doubt, Little Caesars was dumping on Papa John's, bro. They are dumping on Papa John's. Little Caesars got the MVPs. Sick, you in the wrong universe or end of North. Nah, listen, I'm definitely in the fucking wrong universe, bro. I'm on the wrong timeline for sure. There's no doubt about that. But I promise you, dog, I promise you, Little Caesars. I bought that they have a Weber something. What was this shit called? I don't know. It was a Spider-Man pizza. I guess Spider-Man got promotion with Little Caesars. So they boxes are all Spider-Man and they sell this Spider-Man web pizza or whatever where they, I guess, make the pepperoni into like little web things or whatever. And it was fucking hitting, bro. And of course I had to get a pineapple pizza. Like, you already know what time it is there. Y'all already know what time it is there. I cannot live without getting me a nice pineapple pizza, bro. I had pineapple and Italian sausage. It was amazing. Anthony Faraz, I guess I'll catch you later, buddy. I love me some pepperoni. I mean, some pineapple pizza, bro. That's my shit, dog. But anyway, man, it is what it is. Let's see. Personal update. I've joined at Cognition to lead engineering. I'm grateful to Asha Shar and everyone at Xbox for an amazing year. Excited for this next chapter with Scott, Woo, 46 and team. Hey, buddy left for a better situation, dog. They already told him the writing's on the wall, bro. Because honestly, how much more were they? Oh, you know what's probably happening? Shit, he know they ain't finished firing people. He knows they not finished firing people. He like, yo, I'm not finna go and put in all this work just for y'all to fucking get rid of me, dog. Nah. That nigga was like, I am out of here, bro. You guys should get some food ASAP. Dinner time, fellas. Caesar pizza has always been better than Papa John's. Nah, I ain't gonna say always, bro. Little Caesar's pizza used to taste like cardboard. Like, I don't know what they was using in that dough, but that dough was fucking disgusting. Buddy saw 1,600 going and knew another 16. Hey, that's fact. Nah, you know what I think it is? I think Asha had a real conversation with him about what's actually happening with Xbox. And I think he was just like, nah, I'm going to go ahead and bounce, nigga. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Yeah, nah. Little Caesars used to be disgusting, bro. It used to be fucking terrible, bro. And you know what's so funny? The best pizza used to be Pizza Hut, bro. Pizza Hut used to have this buttery fucking crust. And I'm talking about, I can't even explain it to y'all, but it used to be so amazing, especially when it was hot. And then they changed the fucking recipe and the shit started tasting like fucking Little Caesars, bro. It started tasting like Little Caesars, bro. I was like, yo, what the fuck? Because I always knew Pizza Hut to just be a better tasting pizza, bro. No, it is now. It is now, Anthony. It is now, bro. I don't know what they did to the recipe, bro. I don't know it. Dog, Jose, I don't know what they did to the fucking recipe, bro. Because I remember Pizza Hut used to also be a buffet. So me and the homies, bro, we used to go to the fucking buffet. Everybody brought like $5, nigga. We used to fucking kill that shit, dog. What was that other buffet play? Remember the one that was over there by Family Dollar? What was it? Kiki's? No. You remember the fucking pizza buffet place that used to be over there by Family Dollars off of Sunset Strip? I can't think of the fucking name either, man. CC's Pizza. Those were the days, man. Those were the fucking days, bro. That's it. It is CC's. Yep. It is CC's, man. Shit, I didn't know they had CC's all around there like that. My Pizza Gut used to have MK3, so I was there all the time. At my Pizza Hut. Okay. I read the typo cycle. My bad, brother. My Pizza Hut used to have the MK3, so I was there. Man, listen. Pizza Hut used to be live, bro. Pizza Hut, oh my God. Pizza Hut used to have the single best pizza. You know what? You know what also used to be good? KFC used to be good. A long time ago. And KFC used to deliver. Like, they used to employ delivery drivers. I remember it because, like, on Fridays, my auntie, she used to always order she used to order something. It didn't matter. If it wasn't some Chinese food, it was some pizza or it was some KFC. That was like the day that we would just have some nice little fast food on that day. And boy, did the recipe change with KFC too, man. I'm telling y'all, KFC of old is not what this new KFC is. This new KFC, I don't know what. Bro, KFC don't even sell grilled chicken no more. And I don't even know if the shit that they sell can even be called chicken. But that grilled stuff that they used to have used to be amazing. KFC was good when it was actually Kentucky Fried Chicken. Facts. That is facts. KFC had that chocolate parfait. I don't think I ever had the chocolate parfait, bro. I don't think I ever had it. I know they used to sell something that was chocolate. What was that chocolate shit that KFC used to sell? It was a cake, right? It was that. Oh, yeah. Ugh. I'm going to tell you, you want me to tell you what's good, and it's still good, and it's like they never changed the recipe for it, but I always hated it for this one reason. Churchies. I think they call it something else now. I think it's called Texas Churches or something like that now, or Churches of Texas or something having to do with Texas. The one problem that Churches always had is that the chicken was always so damn greasy. Like, it was artery clogging greasy. Artery clogging greasy. But they chicken used to be so fucking good, bro. Dog, man, listen, Churchies is, I had Churchies recently before I moved from Florida. I don't even know if they got a Churchies up here in North Carolina, bro. Yo, let me tell you, where I live in North Carolina, bro, it's so fucking crazy. I went to DoorDash just to see what restaurants were in the area, and I put in that I wanted some Jamaican food, right? Bro, I promise you, I swear to God, a whole bunch of Asian restaurants popped up. I put in Jamaican food and a whole bunch of Asian restaurants popped up. Sushi places, Chin's Chinese. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? I was like, dog, they ain't got no. Right now, if somebody came in and they sold Jamaican food, bro, they would make a killing out here, bro. Dog, I am not lying to you, Corey. I had a taste for some fucking oxtails or something like that. I was like, yo, let me see let me see what they got out. Let me see what they got out here in Shelby, bro. Nothing. I did find a soul food place though. Big corporations buy these brands out and mess them up. Well, that's probably true because there was a company that bought KFCs and Taco Bells. What was that shit called? Do you remember what the name of that company was that bought out those KFCs and the Taco Bells and shit like that, and they started putting like the KFCs and the Taco Bells together? It was like Tasty Brands or something like that. I forgot what it was called, but Yum Brands. That's what it was called. Yum Brands. them niggas, they bought up a whole bunch of like, they were putting, was it Pizza Huts that they was putting in Taco Bells, or Taco Bells that had Pizza Huts, and KFCs that was mixed with Taco Bells and shit like that. Like, it's all kind of crazy. If I'm ashy, I go to Church's Chicken. Hey man, listen, Church's Chicken is the fucking bomb, dog. It'll get you full, but it's probably gonna kill you. They have a couple Jamaican places in Fayetteville. They all in the hood though. Food is fire. Nigga, I wish I would drive all the way from where I am to fucking Fayetteville, bro. That would be. Hold on. Actually, I'm interested. Hold on. Let me see where. Let's see. Shelby to Fayetteville. Shelby to Fayetteville. Let's see what we got. 4 hours. Yeah. Nah. Ain't happening. No siree. Hell nah. That shit say 3 hours and 21 minutes. It says that shit is 188 miles away. Fuck no. I'll go and get my Jamaican food, bruh, and then my shit'll be cold before I ever get to touch it. No. No, sir. Nigga, I would have to buy it up there and eat it up there, nigga. There's no way I'm driving back home with that shit and trying to have a fucking meal. No way. They got a lot of, you know what I noticed though? They got a lot of Mexican restaurants up here though. When I say a lot of Mexican, they got a lot of Mexican restaurants. I need to find something new to try, bro. What good Mexican dishes can I try that y'all feel would be good? Because I know y'all taste buds is a little bit more advanced than mine, because y'all be eating all the bullshit out here. Let me know some good Mexican dishes that I can look forward to, because I want to expand my horizons. I remember some were combined Taco Bell and Pizza Hut. Facts. You're out in the cut, sick. It's churches and Jamaican restaurants this way in Gastonia. Yo, Gastonia ain't that far from me. That's true. That's true. Gastonia, Kings Mountain, Gastonia, Kings Mountain, Asheville, Cherryville, hell, even Statesville, but Statesville took me like an hour and a half to get to Statesville. Get it with the steak. Azora rice. Wet burrito is the bomb. What the fuck is a wet burrito? I mean, I'm assuming it's something with some form of a sauce inside of it. But I ain't gonna lie, that kind of sound good. That kind of sound like something I'll fuck with for real. I haven't seen any A&W in decades. A&W, like root beer? Which sauce on top? Bojangles is the best chicken place. Hey, I'ma tell you this, Bahamut. Mr. Bahamut Reigns. I've been to 2 separate Bojangles. And the one thing I've noticed about both of these Bojangles is that they food be hard as fuck. I don't know if that's like a feature. I'm assuming it's a feature of these Bojangles up here. Because I went to 2 separate ones. 2 fucking separate ones. And their food tastes like it been sitting up there forever. Nah, A&W was a chain restaurant. Man, I'm thinking you talking about the root beer. It's with frijoles. Bojangles overrated. I agree with that sentiment. You know what I found though? I found that Burger King up here is actually pretty fucking good. I feel like the Burger King up here is better than the Burger Kings that was in Florida, even though Burger King started in Miami. It's a feature. Yo, it's definitely a feature, Psycho Gamer. I'm convinced of that, bro. Because I went to two separate fucking Bojangles in 2 separate areas, bro. They were both in Shelby's. They were both in Shelby. But they were, you know, the one thing that you will always find out here, is fucking Dollar Generals, bro. I've never seen this many dog in Florida. I have never seen this many Dollar Generals in my life. I would have never been able to tell you that Dollar General was in business and was gonna stay in business until I came out here, bro. Yeah, I went to two separate stores in the same city, but two separate stores. Burger King is hit and miss depending on where you get it. Cheese and sauce on top of the burrito. Dollar General is like a damn monopoly. It is. Up here, absolutely 1000%. Bro, Dollar Generals are the corner stores, because I haven't really seen any like bodega type corner stores really. All I see is like gas stations and fucking Dollar Generals. Hey, and like I said, bro, the one thing, if you ever listen to anything that I tell you, never buy milk from Dollar General, dog. It is the most disgusting shit. And I did it twice because I thought, hey, maybe one time, maybe I might have picked up one that was bad or something like that. And then, you know, my stupid mom was like, yo, try this again. And I tried it again. And nope, it was the same shit. The same shit. I swear it feels like, and I can't prove this, but it feels like their milk doesn't actually come from a cow. It's like their milk come from a powder packet. Like a powder packet or something. Facts, Dollar General is a staple. It absolutely 100% is. At least here. In Florida, bro, we did not have that many Dollar Generals. Did you remember seeing that many Dollar Generals? Did you remember seeing that many Dollar Generals in Florida? I never seen that many Dollar Generals. Every corner has a fucking Dollar General. If you go down Lafayette Street, you're gonna see at least 3 or 4 fucking Dollar Generals. If you go down Earl Road, you're gonna see at least 3 or 4 Dollar Generals. If you go down College Avenue, you're gonna see at least 3 or 4 fucking Dollar Generals. Everywhere you go down here, there's a Dollar General. Dollar Tree, I used to see more Dollar Trees in Florida than I seen Dollar Generals. But when I got to North Carolina, Dollar General is the dollar store, bruh. They got a monopoly around this bitch. For sure. Dollar General is everywhere here in Tennessee too, man. Bruh, I never remember seeing Dollar Generals like that. Ever. Only thing I get from dollar store is candy and things for a party. In Vegas, every 1 mile radius, there's 20 7-Eleven. Yo, I haven't seen a single 7-Eleven up here. I have seen this shit that it's called Hunt Brothers. It's like Hunt Brothers, and they sell like food. It's a gas station. They sell food inside the gas station. I've seen those. I have not seen a single 7-Eleven here. Sick, what did you have for dinner today? What the fuck did I have for dinner? Oh, some pizza. Culver's is fucking amazing. Hold on. Let me stop you right there. Jose. Because Culver's used to be my go-to in Florida, bruh. They got these fucking shakes where you put like the M&Ms. This is real fat boy talk here. I'm just going to tell you right now. They used to have these shakes. I used to get the shakes with the Butterfinger and the fucking M&Ms and shit like that. Oh my God. Absolutely amazing. Their fucking burgers, absolutely amazing. They had like this fish sandwich. I forgot what it was made from. Was it whiting? I think it was whiting. That shit was amazing. The only thing with Culver's is Culver's be mad fucking expensive for what they give you. It'd be mad expensive. It's coming. 7-Eleven is popping up like weeds in Fayetteville. Get ready, Sick. It's coming. Shit. What they need is some fucking Wawas, nigga. That's what the fuck I need. I need to see some goddamn Wawas, nigga. Nigga, Wawa was my go-to in Florida too, nigga. Go in there and get, man, listen, man. You can buy anything at Wawa over expensive ass shit. Oh, back in the day, gas stations used to have the best chicken wings and wedges. Hey, bro, I'm telling you, Hunt Brothers, that's the gas station that you talking about right now. At first, I thought it was just one fucking gas station, but no, no. I remember when I was riding to Statesville to go pick up my zero turn more. I was riding to fucking Statesville, and man, I passed by like 3 or 4 of the Hunt Brothers stores. Nah, Wawa ain't down here, bro. Not like that. They are not. Trust me. I wish they were, bro. I wish I could say that they were. They are not, bro. Look it up. Look it up if you think I'm lying. I look out my door right now and see a Wawa. Where you at, S2 Illusion? What state you in? You guys close to J. Michael's Philly Deli? Used to be so fire back in the day. I've never heard. This is my first time hearing of that place ever. In Fayetteville. Oh yeah, we ain't got no Wawas in Shelby, bruh. None whatsoever. Let's see. Wawa near me. Let's see. What's the closest Wawa? Go ahead. Allow this time. Yes. Let's see. To find the closest Wawa from your exact, use the official. Yeah, bro. It's like it's not around me at all. North Carolina Wawa locations is in Garner, Hope Mills, Fayetteville, Wilmington, Wilson, Greenville, Rocky Mount, Goldsboro, Kill Devil Hills, Lumberton, and Elizabeth City. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, I am. I am indeed. Let's see. Yeah. The nearest store is 149.84 miles away. I told you, bro. Dog, I am out. Listen, I am out here in the sticks, in the boonies. In the boonies. I don't miss Checkers. Checkers is fucking dog food, bro. Like, I ain't gonna even lie to you. Back in the days, bro, when I was broke, man, it was a damn good cheap meal, boy. Especially, what was that, you remember that thing that I used to get? The cheesecake, the strawberry cheesecake, ice cream, I think it was. Or it was like a strawberry cheesecake shake. Ain't no way. That means you 150 miles from civilization. Nah, man, I got everything else, bro. Let me tell you, I got everything I need. I got a Tractor Supply. I got a Walmart. I got a Lowe's. I have a Staples. I have a Harbor Freight. I got mad shit near me, dog. Dog, listen, it's so crazy. Me and my wife went to the movies, right? My daughter, she had bought us tickets to the movies. What was it for? It was for Father's Day, right? Yeah, for Father's Day. She bought us tickets to go to the movies, bruh. We was in there watching that new scary movie. Bruh, there was only, listen to me when I tell you this, there was only 2 people working in that theater. 2 people. One person working behind the machines for the popcorn and shit like that. And then there was one person who I guess was cleaning up or sweeping. Bro, there was nobody standing by any. We could have literally watched the scary movie, and then we could have watched another movie and watched another movie, and it would have just been some regular shit. We would have just ended up walking in there, and dog, there was nobody. Well, there was people there. There were people that came. I mean, it was at least what, maybe 10 of us in there. Yeah, it was like 10 of us in there. And listen, I love going to the movie theaters like that because I don't want to be around all them people anyway, bro. Not at all. Especially the motherfuckers that be want to talk through the movie. Like, fuck out of here. Yo, hey, but that's crazy work though. I ain't gonna even lie to you. I wish we did have a Wawa out here though. I ain't gonna even lie to you, bro. I wish we did have a Wawa, but we don't. Pay for 2 tickets and see every movie that's out. Yo, you could, dog. You could. I'm gonna tell you, one of the things that's super weird to me out here is that everything closes like early. Like Dunkin' Donuts over here closes at like 5 or 6 o'clock. I've never seen a Dunkin' Donuts that closes at 6 o'clock. Never. That was the oddest shit that I've ever seen. What I do like is that there's fucking restaurants everywhere. There is restaurants every single place that you go. Like, there's more restaurants than anything else down here. I go through Lumberton sometimes. I gotta have that thing on me. Them young NYNs are out of control. Wait, your Dunkin' Donut close? Yes. Yes, Corey. I could not believe it, bro. I listen, if a person would have told me that, I would have been like, you are a fucking liar. No. Them motherfuckers be closed at like 6 o'clock. I know because one day we went to Walmart and I was like, damn, you know what? I want a coffee. Let's stop by Dunkin' Donuts. Went to fucking Dunkin' Donuts and the whole place was empty. And the lights was fucking off. I said, ain't no way. We used to have 24-hour Walmart. Now hey, I ain't gonna even lie to you, bro. 24-hour Walmarts used to be the best stress relievers, bro. You would wake up and be like, dog, I need to do something. Nigga, we would go to fucking Walmart at like 2 in the morning. Yeah, Corey. They close early out here, bro. McDonald's stay open 24 hours, and I think Bojangles is 24 hours too, but the way they chicken be tasting, I don't think I want some chicken from them at 2 in the morning. I think it's hard now. That bitch gonna be like a rock. 9 at the latest. Sheesh. But anywho's, I am gonna get, let me see, my Walmart only closes for 2 hours between like 2 a.m. and 4 a.m. Really? Dog, that's some new shit, dog. That's some new shit, man. Maybe they got a lot of foot traffic go through there, and maybe they don't have as much loss as these other fucking stores where everybody be stealing from them. You know, I still haven't eaten at Waffle House, bro. I don't know what it is. I don't know what's stopping me from eating at a Waffle House. And we got a whole bunch of Waffle Houses down here too, so going to a Waffle House would probably be fire. What I will tell y'all though is some of the good news that I have is that my schedule has changed as far as work goes. So now I'm only Sunday through Wednesday now. At first I was Monday through Friday, but now I'm Sunday through Wednesday. So for sure, my streaming schedule is finally gonna get fucking better. Cause I ain't gonna lie to y'all, during the weekdays, boy, I used to be so fucking tired. And then once I do get off, nigga, I be having other shit to do. But now, I'll be fresh off Wednesday, so I'm probably gonna change my main schedule, my main stream to like Thursday sometime. Sick, they always fighting in there. Ice witness them. Yo, you know what? That's what a lot of people told me, man. Hey, they said them Waffle House people don't play, man, so don't go in there fucking around. Cause they will beat your ass. Yo, what up, Rec? What is good? Muhammad, but you won't say it to their face. Waffle House is overrated. Pepsi or Coke? If I had to choose one of the two, I would always go with Pepsi. It's something about Coke that leaves this weird, like, not sour, but maybe a sort of bitter taste in your mouth. It has a crazy bitter aftertaste. So Pepsi, absolutely. Absolutely. Hey, listen. I would always have to go Pepsi over Coke. I feel like Coke used to taste better though. Oh yeah, Waffle House folk are different. Those employees get a raise if they beat your ass. Yo, you know what's so funny? I never heard of a Waffle House employee getting fired, for real too. I hear about them fighting all the time, but I've never heard a situation where them niggas got fired. Oh man. Oh yeah. Jay, I gotta give you that one. Cherry Pepsi is amazing. 1000%. You know what's also good? Fucking ginger ale. It's like a, what was that ginger ale that we had? Was that like a cherry ginger ale that I had bought that day? And I was like, damn, this shit real good. I think it was cherry ginger ale. I'm almost sure of it. It was Seagram. Seagram's cherry. What was it? Yeah, it was Seagram's. We need a fast food Tokon game. I would always pick the Waffle House. Y'all silly, man. As long as you win, you keep your job. Yeah. If you get your ass whooped, nigga, we gotta fire you. We gotta fire you, boy. We can't have nobody thinking they gonna come back on this premises. Waffle House ain't bad. Depends on if it's near the club, how ratchet it is, probably. Cherry 7-Up ain't bad. Cherry 7-Up. Y'all remember that 7-Up game? I remember. I think it was on Sega. I want to say it was on Sega. Yeah. And you played as the little 7-Up guy. Yo, that shit was fire. Yo, I remember Burger King was giving out Xbox games too. Nigga, buy a fucking Happy Meal and get the fucking buy the fucking Happy Meal and get the King game. Yo, the shit that these companies used to do to try to get motherfuckers to buy this stuff. Yeah, the Sneak King. Yeah. Yo, like it's almost like they wanted you to they wanted to try real hard to gain their customers back then. That's the thing at Granddaddy Perp. Waffle House always be next to the club or the strip club. Those do be facts. I mean, and that's the best place to be because you got drunk motherfuckers who ain't even paying attention to how much they fucking spend. It's real crazy. All right, guys. I do have to get out of here because I got to be up at like 6 in the morning. But I will come back and holler at you guys real soon, man. And to all the physical guys that's still crying about physical games, it's over, dog. It's over, bruh. Move on. It's over. It's over now. Move over. It's my turn now. Move over. You're being shut down. Sorry. It's a wrap, man. It's a wrap, man. So go ahead and wrap it up. Quit crying about fucking physical games. Enjoy the physical games you have now. Go buy you another platform that will have physical games. And go ahead and get off Sony dick, man. I mean, y'all crazy right now, man. It's over, Corey. It is really, really fucking over. And I think the crazy part about it is a lot of them understand that the things that they're doing now is falling on deaf ears. Now they just look like loonies. It is. It's the end of the road. And I can't let you go. It's a natural. You belong to me. I belong to you. Oh, to the end of the road. and I have to let you go. It's a natural, physical is gone, digital is home. Oh. Hey, it's over with, baby. Hey, listen, man. You guys fought the good fight. You fought the good fight, but you let people attached to your protest, attached to your boycott, that don't give a fuck about none of this shit, man. So it's almost like you can't even really take the movement serious no more, man. You just can't. You just can't. But anyway, I'm gonna get the fuck up out of here. Sony is straight ignoring these dudes. These dudes like, we want physical disc. Sony be like, you seen our new fight stick? Hey, big facts. Yo, but hold on. Something happened to the fight stick. Something happened to the fight stick. I think they said they had to delay it or something for whatever reason. Real Vid Kid, digital laws need to change once the PSA. Actually, no. I think digital laws need to change right now. See, truthfully, that should have been the fight that they were fighting, not the fight that they are losing. I mean, instead of sitting up here clawing about this whole physical versus digital shit and, oh, we want physical and blah, 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 they should have been out here saying, okay, if you're going all digital, how are you going to incentivize me as a customer in order to, move over to this all digital future that you're talking about, right? Like, and I do think Sony's digital policies need to change. They need to change. They cannot keep moving forward the same way that they are now, especially with how easily their system can be exploited with like reporting people. Like that's again, I think what they need to do is they need to reassess what happens when your account gets suspended. I think they need to reassess game gifting. I think they need to reassess their digital policies altogether. And I think there needs to be something that, let's say you decide that, you want to ban me from PlayStation Network because you find that I'm hacking some shit, right? I should still be able to get to the games that I purchased, or you should be refunding me for the games that I purchased. You know what I'm saying? Like there has to be one or the other. It can't be nothing. It can't be nothing, because the way that their digital policies stand right now, it won't make sense for a lot of people, for real. You know what I'm saying? Especially the refund policy. I think their refund policy is probably the worst policy that they ever fucking had, bro. Their refund policy is terrible. It has always been terrible. It got a little bit better, but it's still fucking terrible. Right? Like, I do feel like if a person play your game and they play your game, and I think the industry standard should be 2 hours. I think within 2 hours, you should know whether or not you want to fucking play one of these games or not. You're going to know whether or not you want to participate with this game. So I think that 2 hour refund thing should definitely be a thing. I said the same shit, sick, or at least these motherfuckers needed to be buying everything physical to increase the sales volume of physical. Note, these dudes made petitions and PlayStation Plus boycotts. Yep. Again, they let the wrong people jump on their movement. That was where the real issue came. Because now the waters are so muddied, you don't know what is real consumer concern and what is just bullshit coming from somebody who ain't even your customer. Yeah, so that's crazy. Refund policy and game gifting needs to happen. Everything else needs to be case by case. Facts. That is absolutely 1000%. And I think that is a non-negotiable. It has to change with Sony. See, I would have been on this bandwagon with them if they were actually fighting for something serious. But looking at how little physical media sells, it is absolutely retarded to think that this company is going to continue losing money pressing up physical discs just so you can be happy to collect and purchase secondhand. Like that doesn't make any sense. Like it's fair. You feel it's fair for you as a consumer, but is it fair for the company, right? The company is producing materials and those materials are being bought and resold, and the developer nor the publisher are getting any cuts of those resales. If GameStop was cutting PlayStation and the developers into, you know, the money that they make from these used games, I don't think that this would be as big of an issue as it is. But the simple fact of the matter is that they're not. They're only obligated to make that first sale. And then the fucked up thing about GameStop is they created their business to push used games versus new games. So that's where it really got silly. Like, I used to be so pissed when it came to fucking physical games, because when you go to GameStop, what they would do is they would have an open version of the game. I don't know if it's a game that they let their employees take home and play or whatever, you know what I mean? But then they would try to give you that open copy as if it's new. They would sell it to you at a new price, talking about some, the game is new. And I'm like, no. Well, no. But I'm pretty sure that Sony wouldn't have been in a rush to fucking, you know, turn this shit off if they had been making a cut from the used sales of those video games. I'm 1000% they wouldn't be in a rush. But if you're losing 100% of potential sales, that's a problem. Everybody's going to see it as a problem. The developer is going to see it as a problem. The shareholders is going to see it as a problem. And the company is going to see it as a fucking problem. The only person who doesn't see it as a problem is the person who potentially got the game cheaper, which is the consumer. And they believe consumer friendly means that they get things and they pay less for it than what the value is set. That's what the consumer considers to be consumer friendly. Me personally, I think consumer friendly is you offering a product, that product being a good product, and me agreeing to purchase that product. I think that is being consumer friendly. Why? Because you created a product that I indeed feel like I needed to own or I needed to purchase. I don't feel like I need to get, like I said, I don't feel like I need to get discounts just because you feel something is too expensive. That's just not the way fucking business work, bro. I remember when I went to go buy my trailer. I went to several different places. I went to a trailer lot where they sell a whole bunch of different types of trailers. I went to fucking Lowe's, and I ended up stopping at Lowe's because they had the trailer that I was looking for, which was a 5x8 trailer. And I bought that 5x8 trailer for, how much did I spent like $1,500 for it. And honestly, I think it was well worth it. It was brand spanking new. It was in great shape. I got the fucking title for it. I got it all tagged up and everything. Like, it was a great value in my opinion. Yeah, I used to manage a GameStop when I was in college. These motherfuckers made me manager as soon as they saw I getting a business degree. Yeah, they and I guarantee you, they always pushed your ass to try and get your employees to fucking sell used games too. So you was the one peddling the bullshit, Corey. You was that motherfucker that was out there telling these motherfuckers to push these used games. I know it was you. You started all of this. We all gonna blame Corey for this because Corey was part of the problem. Corey became a manager, and then he was telling his employees to make sure they try and sell these used games because they needed to hit a quota. Are you due to the No Cap podcast? Man, I got so much money from the STARS program, I nearly shed a tear. I seen it was closing. Yo, and that's something too. Like, I'm glad that you bring that up, S2 Illusion, because that is one of the biggest things that made no fucking sense to me. Like me, I buy a whole bunch of fucking games. So the money that the points that I was getting from the STARS program, bro, like that was enough for me. That was satisfactory for me, bro. I remember I ended up buying a brand new ass game just off of the rewards that I got from the STAR program because I just let that shit add up. And it was easy for me because when I see them sales pop up, boy, I be in that store, dog. I be buying all type of trippy shit. I just bought a game called A Quiet Place, and I think it's based on the movies. What's up, Dewan? What's good, my boy? He said, yo, what up, sick? Shit, chillin'. Corey selling 2-year warranty. Yeah, facts. He definitely was out there selling them warranties. It was me. They gave big bonuses for selling used games. I bet. Not gonna lie. I've always bought the majority of my games physical, but I'm good with the PS6 going all digital. You know what the thing is? The thing is, right? I used to be one of those physical people that bought everything physical. I mean, I got pictures and pictures and pictures and pictures and pictures all over the fucking internet of all of the physical games that I purchased. Like, Black Friday used to be like a real fucking holiday, nigga. I used to go to Black Friday and purchase like 20, 30 fucking games, bro. Like, it used to be retarded, bro. And after buying so many games, I saw that those games were never gaining value. They were never gaining value. As a matter of fact, a lot of games were losing value because they required internet connectivity. So games like Destiny, games that are like online only games and shit like that, those games were worthless when you bought them. Absolutely worthless. Especially if the server shut off. Selling disc warranties to grannies paid for my books, my guy. Sometimes sick. You got a great value, brother, from what you said. 100 smart move. How about those good oxtails and lamb chops? Hey, man, shit. Listen, I want some oxtails, bro. I'm gonna have to go and buy it, and my wife, she's just gonna have to whip it up. She's gonna have to whip it up. As a matter of fact, there's a meat store that is right on Lafayette Street. I think I'm gonna go check out that because I haven't been there yet. I buy physical games on Black Friday only. Any other time, it's all digital. Yo, I'm telling you, I used to be the Black Friday king. But then I just noticed that I just had a whole bunch of games that were just sitting on the shelves, bro. They were just sitting on the shelves, bro. That's it. I wasn't doing much of anything with it. The hypocrisy is wild. You sound like the people you make fun of. Explain why games shouldn't be used, but cars, homes, buildings, etc. can be rebought and reused without the creators getting paid. So, a $70 game that costs $300 million to make, or $100 million to make, you think that's the equivalent of a $100,000 house or a $30,000 car? Is that what we saying? I mean, I get it. You're fighting this fight for physical, right? But again, you got to understand, you're fighting a fight for a company to push a product that is losing them money. Does that make any sense to you, Chris? If the product that I'm pushing is losing me money and I'm in business to make money, does that mean that I should keep pushing that product to give people the choice to not buy my shit new, where I actually make money from it? I love to know your thoughts on this, Chris. I really would, because you seem like you have a solid stance about it. You seem to have a solid stance about it. But if we're gonna, you know, if we're gonna treat these like they're the equivalent to each other, I mean, that is true, Bahamut. They get about $20 to $30 off $70 games. That's a losing business strategy. It 1000%, and it wasn't so bad. It wasn't so bad back in the days, but now, with y'all orange demon that's in the White House, he ain't doing nothing but making it harder for these businesses. Except for Taylor Farms with their fucking Cleospora fucking lettuce and shit like that. Whatever that fucking shit was called. The big difference is just And you know, this whole debacle all boils down to the fact that you want a product that you could resell, which is fine. I'm not mad at the whole process of reselling and things like that, right? I'm not at all. But again, I just want to know clearly why you believe a company, when they are losing money because it's costing them money to press up these discs, to get them shipped out and everything, why do you think that they would be willing to continue to take that loss? Yes, because those cost more to create overall than games. Digital games should be cheap as shit because they are limitless and anyone. Okay, okay. So, all right, cool. You believe digital should be cheap because it's an unlimited or a limitless. Pretty much the same thing. Unlimited, limitless, whatever. Because it's a limitless product, but you're not looking at all of the advantages you have over physical. I have this conversation all the time, so it makes perfect sense in my mind, right? So I'm going to say it like this just to make it truly quick. You buy a physical copy of a game, you go to GameStop, you go and purchase whatever physical copy that you buy, you come back home, you pop that disc into your PlayStation, and you can play that physical disc. You can take that physical disc out of that PlayStation and you can go and lend it to one of your friends, which I'm not going to lie to you guys. I don't know about y'all, but I don't remember the last time I've ever lended my friends anything. I mean, y'all might be different. Maybe y'all socialize a bit different than I do, but I don't lend out games. So that's why it's never been a big deal to me. And then also, if you get tired of the game, you can get up and you can go and sell it, right? Cool. That is nice. You also feel like physical games should cost more than digital, right? So if the game still costs the same amount to fucking make, right? You think that the digital version should be cheaper than the physical version? Now, the reason why I say this is if somebody steals your disc, you are out 50, 60, 70 bucks, whatever you paid for that disc, right? You're out that money. If somebody steals your PlayStation and steals that disc, right? If somebody was to break into my house, steal my PlayStation, first of all, I'm going to make that motherfucker explode, right? So they're not going to be able to use it. But when I go and buy me a new PlayStation, right, I'm going to bring it back to the house. I'm going to log into my account and all of my games are going to be right there. So do you not think that that's a pro over physical? Do you not think that the storage of that data and the fact that you can't lose a digital game because nobody can steal your digital game, you don't think that, or let's say this. Let's say they didn't break into your house, right? Let's say that the house caught on fire, something that you could not have prevented because you don't know what the fuck happened to cause it, right? Let's just say it was a gas leak or something, and then boom, you know what I mean? House is on fire. You trying to save yourself, save your kids, save your wife. You ain't thinking about saving no goddamn PlayStation, my nigga. Your PlayStation gets burnt up, the games get burnt up, they're gone, they're lost. You have to pay for it. You have to pay for it again. When I say explode, I don't mean literally. It's more of a metaphorical thing because you can call Sony and or not even call them. You can actually log into your account and you can block that PlayStation from working. Sick, have you seen all the videos of PS5 surviving fires? Well, let's say that it does survive the fire, right? Does your game survive the fire as well? Does your collection of games survive the fire? Maybe the physical box survives, but does your game survive? They're only saying that digital games should be cheaper because Nintendo is actually doing that right now. How are you gonna make or put C4 on that PS4? Nah, I'm on that PS5. Nah, my house burned down, and the insurance covered my PlayStation entire collection. That is good if you have renter's insurance or homeowner's insurance, right? Um, but does it cover your entire collection? How do you prove what your entire collection you know what? Never mind. Never mind. All right, I get you. My games are fireproof. You pay for the shipping that I included in the overall price. Today's CEO and business people are smart, realizing people will defend their bad decisions. What's the bad decision? What's the bad decision? Are you saying that the bad decision is for the company to not waste money on physical discs any longer? Is that what you're saying? I would love to know what the bad decision is. Pro physical or fear mongering about all digital. If Sony can wipe out our libraries, why aren't they doing that now? The logic doesn't make sense. It doesn't. But shit does happen. I mean, people can steal accounts, right? I mean, I don't know how, but I've heard of some people being stupid enough to give their accounts to other people. And, you know, they're not going to ever say that they did that dumb shit. They're going to say somebody found it or hacked it or whatever. He means a decision that is not convenient to him. Absolutely, Silverwolf. 1,000%. 1,000%. The truth is, y'all use that gaslighting shit saying that we're defending corporations, but you're totally negating the fact of businesses being business and in the business of running their business, and y'all trying to tell them how to run their business. And you don't care if that means them taking a loss. You only care about if you can buy secondhand games or trade your games or sell your games for those games to then be resold again, right? And when those games are resold again, you are not looking at it like, oh, the developer or the publishers need to get a cut of that. You're not looking at that. You're thinking, oh, well, it's mine. I paid $70 for it. So who cares if somebody buys it secondhand? Well, the company cares if somebody buys it secondhand. What up, ACO? I finally caught your live streaming question. Don't you hate when people talk to you about a great game that's coming out, then when it drops, they say, I'm going to wait for a deep sale? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I don't have conversations with those people anymore. Trust me, I used to see it all the time. I used to see that all the time. That's when I realized that most of these people who talk about games, they're not really gamers. They don't really care about playing games. What about disc rot? Physical media doesn't last forever. VHS, Laserdisc, and other media is actually lost simply because the physical media fails eventually. Well, I haven't seen that with disc. I mean, I still got PS3 games. I still got PS2. I actually still got a PS1 game. I got a lot of PS1 games, actually. One of those PS1 games that I used in recent time was Too Extreme. I don't know if you remember that shit, but Too Extreme, I don't know why that game used to be so fun back in the days, but it is not fun now. It is not fun at all. But that's crazy though. Like I said, the gaslighting that y'all do to try to get people to be on your side with the argument that you have by saying, oh, you're a corporate dick sucker or you're a shield or you're defending, all of that shit don't mean nothing to me, dog. Cause like I said, I am not in the business of losing money. I know that this corporation is not in the business of losing money. Just because you feel that they should lose money for your convenience, that doesn't make what you're saying right. They're not wasting money. They became as big as they are from making a profit. Okay, you don't get to dictate what type of profit that Sony fucking makes. You don't get to dictate when they've had enough profits. Once again, you're sitting here and you're thinking about it from your perspective and you're saying that they should just be happy for the money that they made. That's what you're saying. You're saying that they should just be happy because they're making profits, but you're not thinking about all the money that they're losing by continuing on with this physical shit. Yo, SSX and SSX Tricky was definitely good. I played that shit. What was it, on PS2? I think it was. Yeah, I think it was on PS2. That shit used to be the fucking bomb. Again, I don't think I could play it today. I had a PS1 Spiral in the disc. Don't read because the black film deteriorates, so I gotta buy another $40 Spiral game. Oh, that sucks to suck, man. If you would have had it digital, it would have still been there. If you still got a PS3, you could probably still download your digital version of Spiral. If physical games are important, why aren't all those motherfuckers withholding their money from PlayStation? They ain't about shit. Well, the whole point is, though, Russell, withholding money does not help their cause. What they're saying is people aren't buying physical that way. They're telling you that it's factual. As a matter of fact, I believe Circana released something that said less than 7 games sold over 100,000 copies physical this year. Less than 7 games, and that's not just Sony's games, that's across the board. I see the decision no different than Bungie or Microsoft buying ABK. Some of us can see the writing and where it leads, while everyone else is cheering the eventual destruction of what they supposedly love. I mean, again, here you go again with the gaslighting. You're gaslighting about something that has absolutely nothing to do with what the fuck you're talking about. You're talking about acquisitions of companies that cost like $86 billion. And for Bungie, what it was, like $3 billion, to a motherfucker telling you, y'all ain't buying physical media, so we're gonna stop production on that motherfucker because we're going the way of the people and what they are choosing to buy. I think that's a lot different than what you're saying. And a lot of them out here saying that they're lying about those physical numbers and Sony is paying them to shake my head. The thing is, they were all for the same outlet saying that 72% of PlayStations out in the wild are physical based PlayStation 5s. See, that's when you can't take them serious, because if it doesn't go along with what their agenda is or what they, what they want the narrative to be, then they disagree and they don't believe it. But nobody cares what you believe, because if you're going to tell me that Sony doesn't know how many of their customers buy physical games, bruh, I don't know what the hell you're saying at that point. If you're going to tell me that the company, because look, if it was worth Sony's while, they wouldn't lose that money. If it was as important as y'all say it is, and that a lot of people are out here buying physical, Sony would not ever even think of taking physicals out of production, because that would mean they're making money. They're making money hand over fist. That would mean that it would be a profitable endeavor for them, and the shit would be paying for itself. See, if things can't pay for themselves, then they are considered to be losses. They're considered to be losses. If you're subsidizing one section of your gaming for another section of your gaming, if Sony has to use profits from movies and semiconductors in order to make PlayStation work, then PlayStation wouldn't fucking work. PlayStation would have been done. You have to be a self-sustaining division by all stretches of the imagination. Not gaslighting. They still make money from physical. They make money, but they don't make enough money for them to care. They don't make enough money for them to keep producing those discs. Basis of assets and liabilities. Absolutely. Most profitable generation followed by the worst is the future of PS6. I mean, whatever you say, buddy. At this point, I mean, I see you're stuck on whatever your talking points are, and you are not able to rationally think about things beyond your emotions. I mean, keep moving in the way that you're moving, buddy. I mean, whatever you think at this point. Like, I can't have a conversation with somebody who's hell bent on twisting the narrative to fit their logic. I mean, you went as far as to saying that this is the same as ABK and fucking Bungie acquisitions where everybody could see the writing on the wall. No, motherfucker. Like, that's the same thing that happened with Steam. When Steam, well, not Steam, let me not say Steam. When PC Gaming got rid of fucking this, you weren't sitting over here saying this really, really ridiculous ass shit. And now that PlayStation is attempting to do something very similar because they don't want to have that. And what is so funny is while PlayStation is taking the blame for this, you don't really understand that it's the developers, the fucking publishers, and the platform holders all in agreement on this. They're all in agreement on this. How do I know this? Because of their silence. Because of their complete, total, and utter silence. At this particular leg in this race, do you know what the best thing that a person could do strategically at this particular moment? If Xbox wanted to, they could come out and say that the Xbox Helix is going to have a disk drive. They could come out in there and say, why haven't they said that? Why haven't they listen, while they sit back and let Sony take the blunt of the blame for this, they're all like, yeah, this shit is going to pass and we're going to do the same fucking thing. And I'm not even trying to make this a whataboutism, right? And put Xbox and Nintendo into this conversation. I'm just saying you should definitely listen to their silence because it's very loud. It's very loud. Not enough to care is dumb, and I don't support greed. Boy, what the fuck are you talking? Holy shit. This man said he do not. I don't support greed. Nigga, what? You think a for-profit company is being greedy because they're for-profit? What the fuck are you talking about? What? Come on, Chris, man. Don't. Come on, bud. What the fuck? Yo, now you're the moral police of companies being greedy. What? Holy shit. Well, I guess after this, Chris, you probably just gonna stop gaming, my boy. If if you feel this, if you feel this way about Sony, where do you go next? Where do you go from here? Where do you go from here? Because every company in this race, they are in this race to make money. They are for profit. I guess you would have to consider every last one of them greedy. That's crazy work. That's crazy. If you were running your own gaming company, would you rather get sales from 5 different customers or one sale from a copy that's been handed off? Thank you, Rain Man. Holy shit. Rain Man said that perfectly. If you were running your own gaming company, would you rather get sales from 5 different customers or one sale from a copy that's been handed over between 5 different people? That is poetic bliss right there. Greed is not a word you recognize. Companies are never moral, which is why we created laws to control their never-ending greed. Lord have mercy. Oh my God. You think... Let me ask you this, Chris. You think that you're going to force a company to do something that's going to lose them money? I'm trying to understand what the end goal is here. I want to know what the end all goal is. I don't understand. First of all, you said Sony is greedy. That's number one. Companies cannot be greedy. That's just not the fucking case here. I mean, honestly, you gotta take your emotions out of this because this is not a feelings thing. It really isn't. It's not a feelings thing. Because business don't give a fuck about your feelings. Again, they make a product, you get to choose whether or not you're going to buy the product. You don't get to choose how the company sells the product to you. That's the thing that I can't wrap my mind around, is the fact that you're thinking that you should be able to manage how the company runs their business. If greed is his issue, I really hope bro doesn't own a Nintendo product. Bought my 2 terabyte SSD for $135 before things got crazy. Man, I bought my 4 terabyte for, I think it was on sale. It was on sale for like $180. Have you ever had that one customer say you just lost the customer? Well, this is the same situation. And that's the case. The thing is, you do have a choice in this, which is what I'm not understanding. Like, he has a choice to go somewhere else, but he chooses to complain about what this company is doing. There's other companies out there that you can go to, and they might be doing exactly what you want them to do. You know what I mean? They might be offering you something where you feel like they're not being greedy. Like they're giving you something at a consumer friendly, whatever that even, again, I don't know what consumer friendly means, because it just sounds like a fucking word salad to me that means absolutely nothing in the scheme of things. Because A, companies are not your friends. I think we've already established that fact. B, I have no type of expectations from PlayStation except for to offer a product that I will or will not buy. So they offered the PS5. I bought the PS5. They're offering PS5 games. I'm buying PS5 games. That's where my relationship begins and ends with Sony. You offer a product, I decide whether or not that product is worth my money. There's really nothing in between that. He might be a Phil Spencer fan and plays games with him. Nah, I don't think so. I've seen Chris Coleman around here, man. Again, here's the thing. I don't think he's wrong in wanting what he wants, right? So let me be clear on that, right? I'm not saying he's wrong for wanting what he wants, but I also want him to understand that you can't tell somebody how to run their business. That's like me having a pressure washing business and the customer dictating what my prices are. Like that wouldn't make any fucking sense. I offer a service. You tell me whether or not you want this service. That's it. That's it. That's where the relationship begins and ends. We ain't offering discounts. You ain't getting nothing secondhand. It's either you want the service or you don't want the service. And the way I feel is, y'all have every right to say, I don't want a PlayStation 6. You have every right to say, I will never buy another PS5 game. You have every right to fight for what you believe in. I'm just telling you, it is a losing fucking fight. It's a losing fucking fight just based off of, if you look up the statistics of physical versus digital media and where we are in the world with that, those statistics in themselves will tell you an entire story. It will tell you a story. It will tell you a tale of two things. It'll tell you the tale of what reality is, and it'll tell you the tale of what delusion is from people who believe that physical is far bigger than what it is. The simple fact of the matter is, there's no company out there that's going to see a potential, and I'm just going to throw out a number, a potential of 7.2 billion sitting on the table because games that are being paid for, that are being pressed up, are being bought, resold, bought and resold again. That's it. The only thing they're ensuring is that they get a cut of each copy of that game sold. And I personally don't see the problem with that. Again, what I will say, Chris, if you're still here, what I will say is we definitely need to have some discussions with Sony about their digital policies. That is for sure. Right? They definitely have to make everything a lot more clear. They definitely need to offer more services. If it's going to be a digital future, you got to have a way for people to game gift. You got to have a way for people to have a good actual refund policy. So if I buy this game, play the first hour or so and figure that this is some shit that I don't like, you know, I should be able to fucking return that digital license and get my money back, whether that be with a wallet credit or sent back to my payment method. You know, I should be able to get my money back if I decide I don't. And to give you an idea of that, I purchased Mind's Eye when it officially came out. And I knew within the first 30 to 40 minutes that this was not going to be a game I was going to sit and play. I knew for a fact that that was going to be the case. I called them up. Well, I didn't call them up. I reached out to them on the website and they gave me my refund, of course. But I felt like I had to jump through hoops to get a refund. I don't think I should have to jump through hoops. I think the gameplay time should have been enough to say, whoa, this dude only played this game for like 35 to 40 minutes. And now he wants a refund. Now, with brand new games, you can't even return brand new games. You can't even, what you can do is you can take a brand new game and sell it to GameStop for whatever the reduced price is. For whatever that reduced price is. But I feel like you should be able to get your full money back if you decide you don't want a fucking game and you didn't put a lot of fucking hours or time into it. I think that's super fucking fair. So yes, I do believe that digital policy should change. I do believe that we're rolling into a digital future. We are now in a future where when people listen to their music, they listen to it through streaming services via their phone. They don't listen to CDs. I don't know a single person with a CD player in their car. I don't know a single person, and not to say that y'all don't, but I haven't seen a CD player in a car in a very, very long time. Please correct me if I'm wrong, but I have not. I very rarely see people watch movies. Now, I do know a couple of people with movie collections, so I will tell you that. I do know a couple of people with movie collections, but that is a very, very small minority. A very, very small minority. Gamers, movie watchers, music listeners, they have all chosen to go digital, the same as gamers. Whether it's gamers being lazy and not wanting to change a disc, or people just wanting something that's more convenient where they can have the game download automatically and be ready to play as soon as they get off of work and don't have to worry about installing a fucking disc. I don't know what changed within people, but they made the choice. They made the choice that that physical isn't as important to them as it was previously. And again, that is backed up by statistical data. Whether you want to believe that statistical data or not, it is backed up by statistical data. Sony is greedy because people moved on from physical to digital, but Xbox is pro-consumer for devaluing games for cheap. Damn, that's a crazy conundrum, isn't it? Let's see. Apple and PSN are only different now because PlayStation can point to retail as options and competition. People not having that choice anymore means lawyers can go after them now. the same as Apple. Apple and PSN are only different now because PlayStation can point to retail as options and competition. Yeah, and they can still point to retailers as competition because they're selling them physical copies. Just it's a physical digital copy. I don't know. It's a key card. I don't know what the hell it is that they're selling you, but it's going to be something with a code where you can go to the store and download your game, man. So the store is still competition because the store can buy the games for whatever price they get the game sold to them as, and they can make it as cheap as they want. They can make it as cheap or as expensive as they want. You still have consumer choice. Chris Coleman, content in Apple Store wasn't available anywhere else but the Apple Store. The PlayStation announcement says that PlayStation and other retailers will sell digital codes for games. Yes, sir. Trained their gamers to not pay. Bad strategy. Yes, it was. I remember when Matt Booty said only AA games would be in Game Pass going forward, and they act like he didn't say that. Make that make sense. Shit. I swear, Corey, they always leave that part out. I suggest you actually read the no disc announcement. It is on the PlayStation blog. You have been misinformed, my boy. It's either Bluetooth or aux now. Yep. Yes, indeedy. And I ain't gonna lie, Bluetooth audio is fucking terrible. I still don't like the quality of Bluetooth audio because I can hear the vast difference between when I'm listening to it on my monitors in my house versus when I'm listening to something in the car via Bluetooth. It's time for them to upgrade that shit. Sony is greedy because people moved on. No PC. Hold on. What? No PC disc equals no buy. No, for some reason, they are perfectly fine with buying shit digital on PC. I don't really get it, but yeah. Perp is because people get news from the internet and never question it. He is literally repeating the playbook of like 7 other content creators and is wrong because they told him wrong. They want games for cheap, but want the companies to build bigger and better worlds. King Booker, I've said that same shit, man. I said that same shit, bro. It's amazing that games are, to be honest with you, it's amazing that they're $70 with what it takes to create these games nowadays. And then you have people who don't create anything that's always trying to tear down anything that is fucking produced. And now those same people who've been tearing down games are fucking sad that physical media is going away. I like physical because I'm old school, but I'm not crying about it going all digital either. Facts. They couldn't read announcement for themselves. Sick humor, read my response to them. Purpose because people got news from the internet. Chris Coleman, I suggest you actually read the no disc announcement. It's on the PlayStation blog. You have been misinformed. My guy. All this noise about Sony being evil or greedy is fake while Microsoft normalized freeload pass and laying off workers because Game Pass fuck sales. Yep. I've heard some of these goofies say that if PS6 has no disc drive, they going over to PC where there is still no disc. Hey, ACO, bro. I ain't gonna even lie to you, dog. I've been trying to figure that one out. They've been doing fucking gymnastics trying to make it appear as if as if PC is a better place to fucking buy games. You never hear these niggas talking about, yo, I just bought this game from GOG, or I just bought this game from wherever the fuck they're talking about buying from. Anytime you hear them talk, they're talking about, oh man, Steam is having such great sales. Steam this, Steam that. When they go and buy CD keys, they buying Steam CD keys. They're not buying GOG fucking keys. I don't even know if that exists because there's no DRM for GOG. But you never hear them talking about that. You hear them always saying, oh, I just bought a fucking, like, come on, man. Cut it the fuck out, man. Cut it the fuck out, man. Do you know why games go on sale in physical retail store? Showing their collections of games from a generation where the company was still supporting physical, but you don't see any. Yep, that's another point that I made. That is another point that I made. All of these pictures that I see going around, people like, see, we all collect physical games. And then you look at their collection is like PS2, PS3, PS4 game, no PS5 games. No PS5. They crying about PS5 games, but no PS5 games. I want those bums to leave, man. It's crazy, bro. Anywho, man, I really do got to get up in the next 6 hours and 15 minutes. So I'm going to get out of here for real before I don't get no sleep. Y'all boys be easy, and I am out. Come back to the stream, Chris Coleman. I'll be streaming. Let me see, what is this? Sunday? Probably Monday or Tuesday. We can go back and reconvene this conversation. But anywho, y'all be easy, man. Hope you guys have a great night, and see you later.